Raine.
Hi guys.
We're here.
Howdy.
Hello friends. Welcome to this week's episode of Endeavors in Eberron. Hi. Wow, that was the first time I did that and now I'm really confused. I'm sorry. Welcome. We are Heretical Heroes. If you haven't heard of us, that's okay. We are a bunch of goons that play D&D every Monday at 5 p.m. EST. If you have heard of us, welcome back. First things first on the announcements list. Once again, we have a sponsor.
Charisma 20 Body Care. Get your D&D themed body care needs and use code INOUREBERRON and get 15% off. Zang.
Hell yeah. Zang.
Yeah. That was a little Wayne's World shout out.
Oh.
That right there is worth the purchase.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sam.
Oh, my character died. I gotta go.
I died. I gotta go.
Next
You have
on
bath bombs?
Yeah.
bath bombs and charcoal soap,
Yep.
which has been very helpful for my arm knee.
Very nice. You look very nicely complected.
Thank you. I put makeup
Is that a
on.
word? Complected?
You have a
It
nice
is
complexion.
Well, can we back out your fucking what?
My arm knee. My arm acne.
Oh, I
I
thought you were.
that.
I thought you were talking about your knee, but on your arm, so elbow.
That's an elbow, Michelle.
Arm knee.
Arm. In Middle English, it's knee. So.
Anywho, next on the announcements list,
No, I think we have a lot more to unpack there.
we have officially forayed into the world of podcasts. Woo! Find us on Spotify. Just search for Heretical Heroes. We're starting at episode 1 and going through like 2 episodes a week until we catch up to where we're at now. Apologies for the audio quality since we didn't have the best audio at the beginning and are still consistently working on it. But yeah, podcasts are fun. Also, we have a YouTube channel in case you like to see past VODs of live streams instead of just listening to us in your eardrums. Just search Heretical Heroes for that. We have Twitter at Heretical Heroes and join our Discord community, !Discord, to hang out and have fun. Otherwise, unless anybody needs a therapy session real quick.
Almost always.
It's okay. It's okay. Alright. Sav, take it away.
Alright. So, last week, our heroes milled about town a bit, talked to some people, cleared some things up after, being away for a bit, and Balreks decided that it was time to deal with some of his issues. So, with the guidance of Veridar, they headed back out to the lake that they've been out to before.
Issues is a strong word.
Issue.
Issue is a strong word.
Where they attempted to divine what exactly was infecting Balreks. Lo and behold, they summoned a giant earth elemental along with some mephits, and things went fine until Balreks and Veridar were grabbed by the elemental and sucked down into a vortex of sand, followed shortly after by all of their friends, jumping on in, like Boba Fett going into a Sarlacc pit. And that's where we pick up now, as you all just kind of fall about 3 feet out of the air and just kind of clump down onto the ground in a wide open, or in a forest of huge trees. You can see a bit of a clearing where the trees start to break up a bit and the hill starts to break down, and all of you are kind of getting up, dusting yourself off.
Is the elemental gone?
The elemental is gone.
So it's just us alone?
Yes, and
Is Veridar here?
Veridar is here. As you kind of are all dusting off, you just kind of hear that same resonating basso voice from the ritual. Come find me, child. It just kind of fades and echoes out.
Is everyone all right?
I think so.
Okay. There are trees.
There are trees. You are in a huge forest. The trees, the size and things like that are very reminiscent of what you ran into
With the bees.
with the bees.
Where the hell are we?
And they're like super tall, but we only fell 3 feet.
Yeah, you just kind of like fell out of.
Appeared.
Yeah. You probably would have, because you and Veridar went through first. You probably would have just seen them. It just kind of, it was like dust falling out of the sky, and everybody just kind of like fell and just kind of landed behind you.
Veridar?
Yeah.
What? Are we where I think we are?
If you think it's no longer where we were. Yes.
Are we?
We're in Lamania.
Oh, thought they were gonna say we're dead.
Lamania?
The fuck is Lamania?
Have I ever heard of Lamania?
Yes, you would. You in your study that would be something fairly common. It's one of the other planes of existence around Eberron, linked typically to the orange moon of Olaru, which, when looking out into the sky, it is the only moon you see in the sky.
Olaru.
Olarune, Olarune.
Okay.
It has a yellowish glow to it. The moon itself is just shy of being full, and it just kind of hangs, as opposed to the normal 12 that you see in the sky. There's just one moon, and it appears a bit closer, just kind of casting down this kind of ominous orange glow onto the forest.
Wait, so if we're in Lamania, that's Olaru?
Yeah.
So we're in another plane of
What's in
existence
Olaru?
entirely.
The
The
moon.
moon.
This isn't the first time we've been here.
Well, I don't rightly recall being anywhere like this.
With the
You weren't there.
thing we did with the bees. What
I thought that was just a big woods.
Would somebody fill me in a little?
Kind of is. I don't have as much knowledge as Veridar does.
When we were gone, you left into you spoke to Leander, and while you were speaking to him, we went searching for honey, and we found bees larger than us.
But what does that have to do with being in another... You said we're in another plane? Who said we were in another plane?
I did.
This is-
Veridar said we're in Lamania.
Are
Are
That's
you
a
sure we're
whole
not
other
just
plane.
dead?
I'm
I'll
pretty sure
pinch Gideon.
Ow. That wasn't very nice, but okay, we're alive.
we should probably get out of the path and sit down and rest a bit.
Sure.
Please.
You can hear the sounds of animals all about. Some seem a bit bigger than you would normally expect.
So if the bees here are the size of wagons, what are we talking about for like a rabbit?
Or wagons.
Or birds.
Well,
Or a bear.
there will be some that will be of average size. They tend to be a bit more hardy, but dire and giant animals will be much more prevalent here. I've even heard stories of larger, more they'll look of animals, but they're more of maybe a primal aspect. And if the stories are to be believed, some of them, and he gestures to like the 15-foot, what looks to be maybe like a path that you're on, that these here are from these creatures stepping through the lower undergrowth.
I'm sorry, what?
Like creatures 80, 90, hundreds of feet tall. I've never seen any myself.
So how do we get home?
We need to hide.
Well, we can't go home yet.
Imagine how big the birds are.
The thing
Don't
said.
do this to me.
The thing said.
Are you afraid of
find him.
birds?
Don't do this to me.
Yes.
I think it's best to not tell her then.
It's okay, Nadia. I have a gun.
I made that drawing because it was funny because they're not actually that big, but if they're actually that big.
As long as they don't have weird teeth like that, you're fine.
Do you want to hold my hand?
No, it's fine.
Are you sure?
I need that hand for knives.
Well, you know, actually, I'm more in more danger than you are. Birds like shiny things, and,
Be
well,
less shiny.
how?
Can you do the color change?
Verna reaches down and just grabs some
No.
dirt and just.
I would just make myself a little, and I turn my clothes, like, dull green.
Let's do. He just kind of drops like the handful of mud and dirt and.
Appreciate that, thank you.
Green looks good on you.
Would you like to be?
No, this is
How is everybody looking physically at
The-
this point?
the
You're
least-
pretty beat up, right?
bright.
I'm still at like 2/3.
Okay.
I still have temp.
Okay.
I also
I'm-
have temp, but
I'm good. I'm at, like, full.
Yeah, I'm fully healed up.
Okay.
I'm
so
fine.
it's just me. Just
Do you need any healing assistance? Are you okay? I can...
a little.
Is it worth it to you now? I have very limited resources left.
Fuck it.
I'll
Don't worry about it.
I'll take care of it.
Don't worry about it.
Before you say anything, I extend a hand out.
Balrek, just kind of at the edge of your hearing, you hear what sounds to be like a chime every so often. It's hard. You try to focus on it and you can't really. It seems to just kind of fade out of your hearing. But as you kind of look out towards where the ground kind of drops off and heads down a hill, you get this kind of this vague, just kind of ringing sound, and as you kind of move away from it, it gets a little bit less frequent, but it just kind of fades in every so often.
Gotcha.
Is it tinnitus?
Might be.
Damn.
Well, as far as getting home, we're gonna have to find a place to cross.
I mean, we could just go back to try to find the place where we came through with the bees before.
If that's still open, that would be beneficial. He looks up and looks at the moon. With the changing of the month, worst case, it should probably become a bit easier to come back, as it looks like Olaroon is coming full, and if my charts are correct, it will be, we call the term coterminous with Eberron, weakening the point, and
Well, how long until things are coterminous?
about 3 days.
3 days. Balrek, do you know what it is we need to do here? Why we were brought here? I don't know if you do.
He's just gonna like raise his hand and point towards the path that leads down the hill.
How
Yeah.
remarkably vague.
We didn't exactly finish off that big rock dude.
He's nowhere to be found. What happened to him? Did he just turn back into the sand, or did he go get his luggage and he's staying somewhere nice?
You know,
I don't know, but there is a path.
I think he was kind of a just manifestation on our plane.
Balrek's right.
All right then.
Does that mean he could be a lot stronger here?
I would say it's
Like
very likely.
one of the primal aspects, larger.
We should get you guys home.
He looks at
Well,
Balrek
and you.
and kind of looks back at you. I think it may be even more so than that.
Okay.
Let's set up a camp, and
Yeah.
we can talk a little bit.
I do have one question. What are the chances that maybe this is a good deity and just misunderstood?
Because that happens.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
It could. And I want to give the benefit of the doubt, but after being attacked by rock people and little explodey dust people, I'm not too confident.
Does Balrek look any different after that?
Yeah, I would say that the vines are kind of, I wouldn't say quite giving off a light, but it almost looks a little bit more, you can almost see them through the skin.
Oh.
Balrek, how are you feeling?
Does it feel any different? Pulsing?
When that chime comes, you'll feel there's like a tingling that kind of moves down your arm a little bit, but it just kind of fades.
that.
Yeah. Like that, like the very trail end of your arm, like when the feeling comes back, like just as like the tingles are going away. That's kind of the vibe you're getting.
I don't know.
And they've moved and they've curled around both horns now.
Okay, well, I think we need to have a plan here. Are we camping out for the night and then traveling towards the bee place?
I don't know about you, but I'm pretty tapped.
I've got a few little spells I could do, maybe.
Yeah,
Just enough to barely keep us alive.
same.
Maybe rest would be a good idea then.
Sure. Where is safe here?
Nowhere.
Off, maybe a little bit more off the beaten path, but I think it's going to be wise to somebody keep watch throughout the evening.
Okay.
Sure.
Certainly.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry. I didn't expect it to go like this.
I mean,
No, don't apologize. You're just trying to help me. I'm sorry I got us all here.
I mean, if whatever.
Ulrich, none of us blame you. Sorry, Aster, I just had to say it. None of us blame you. And I think you're going to quickly blame yourself for this, but please don't. We said we were on board for anything, and here we are.
Gideon's right.
We jumped in after you.
It's a little too late for that.
Balrek, if it helps you, it's worth it.
Just think, in a few days' time, we'll all be back at the tavern having a laugh about the ridiculous time we met bees and rock people. And that. Let's not meet that.
I'm gonna.
What do they say?
Who are you?
Giant food! Giant food!
You see them over there? Yeah. I wonder where they came from. I don't know.
From another plane?
It just kind of goes silent. And then a few minutes later, you see kind of like come out of the shadows in one of the trees a like 9-foot tall owl. And just kind of
I'm gonna like step in front of Nadia and just sort of like use my bulk to shield her little bulk.
Do we all see that?
yeah, raises a
Does
wing.
it wave its owl wing?
Yeah. Just got a big owl wing.
Hello?
A little lost, friends.
Are you talking to it?
More than a little. Yeah, it's fine.
I'm just gonna like start pushing. Get.
Nadia, just stay behind me.
We're going to get eaten.
No, yeah, we're gonna be
I
fine.
apologize. My
Works.
friends are a little on edge for obvious reasons.
Aster is not on edge. She's very excited by this.
Your friends are a little bit small. Tell them not to worry.
You said we're too small for him.
Perfect.
I've never wanted to be smaller than life.
And you mean mugging the owl?
I just kind of like.
Balrek,
Yeah.
ask him if he knows where we could stay and hide for a bit.
Nick really wants to ask if he knows how many licks it takes to get to the center.
Let's find out.
Oh my
One, two, three.
We're looking for a safer place to camp out. Do you know of somewhere nearby? Or places to avoid at least?
Be careful in the lower valley. They tend to be wolves about. But nearby, there was a family of badgers who are quite nice. Maybe about half a mile away. And there's a few squirrel nests in the nearby forest. If you're not opposed to climbing.
Maybe we'll go talk to the badgers. I don't think all of us are the best at climbing.
He just kind of points with his big old owl wing. Head down that way, and you'll see the burrow.
Thank you very much. If there's any way I can repay your kindness.
No, I think we're okay. It's fun to. It's nice to see new people in the area once in a while. It's so rare that people come and visit anymore.
What is your name?
Darius.
Darius? I'm Balrek. It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure.
Everyone, this is Darius.
Hello, Darius.
Wave.
Come on, you can understand.
Okay. And he just kind of, you see him just kind of pause, and like the head does the whole like 180 turn. I'm going to be off now. Dinner time, and just kind of, just like a buffet of wings that just kind of picks up, and you just once it's up in the, you can hear like the branches moving, but after it gets up in the air, you just go silent, and you just hear, and then, well, I'll let you guys decide what you're gonna do from here.
I have a tip on where to stay.
That was a long conversation with an owl. How much information did he have?
Well, there's some very friendly badgers nearby.
Okay.
Are badgers typically friendly?
Depends on the type of badger.
Alright, well, let's prefer not the honey badger.
Fire badger wasn't.
Well, it was made of fire.
And that was a 9-foot owl.
Yeah,
Yeah, and really cool.
it was really cool.
I'm just saying,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
shit can happen apparently. Where are we going?
This way, and I'm just gonna start walking.
Okay.
I'll follow.
Yep.
Keeping an eye out.
Yes.
Oh, I miss our
About 2 minutes
horses.
later, you hear a screech,
Yeah.
like back the way you came, and some like a loud rustling, and then just silence.
No bone crunches or anything?
No bone crunches.
Nadia, don't think about it. Just keep walking. It's okay.
I'm only thinking about it.
No, it's fine.
Just we'll be near some badgers real soon.
You know
Might
what?
be cool.
Think about the next prank that you're going to pull on someone.
Ooh, ooh.
You can prank me if it'll help.
You can ask
Not me. But if it helps me, I'll...
Maul, you
Take
hear
one for two.
movement occasionally in the trees above.
You can ask me any question you like.
Let's figure out.
At one point, you see on like the branch is probably like 3.5 feet thick. You see you-sized squirrel just like skitter and like jump across and like land on another branch and just kind of like peek down at you and then like scurry into a hole.
Fuck me.
What?
There's fucking squirrels about the size of a man up there.
Squirrels don't eat meat. It's fine.
They don't usually get fucking 5'6" either.
Oh my
Do
god.
badgers eat meat?
Depends on the type of badger.
Darius said they were friendly. I trust him.
Does anyone else really miss the
Oh.
city? I miss the city.
No, I'm totally in my element right here.
I miss the city.
Friend zone is well suited to the forest, I see.
I came from the forest. I left it all behind.
It's
Can
mostly
be.
just Gideon. And Nadia's a little afraid of. Mostly birds.
Nature.
It's. They're soulless beings.
What a... Birds have souls.
Nope.
They're lovely creatures.
Nope.
Awesome. Let's talk to the badgers about that.
Yep.
Keep moving.
Do badgers have souls?
Oh, my sorry.
Depends on the region.
So you start making your way about, and you get to about where you expect him to have pointed, and through the trees you can see a 7-8 foot tall mound that has, you can see part of the hole as you're coming around the trees,
Oh,
and it burrows down into the ground.
probably best if I go into the clearing alone for now. You can be nearby, but I don't want to.
You're just going to walk into their house?
You gonna knock first?
No, I'm gonna stand outside their house. I'm not gonna walk in.
If you want, I'll go with you. I don't think you should be completely alone.
I think if you guys are nearby,
I
it's
think
not gonna make
we'll
much
stay
difference.
back.
I'll help him watch from the sky, and he just takes a step back, and then as he moves, he just kind of starts to flap and just becomes a bird and just moves up into the.
That seems like a bad
Oh.
idea.
Is he bigger than usual at all?
No.
Neat
That seems
trick.
like a bad idea.
It's too late.
You just kind of, you see him up above you.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Veridar seems pretty self-sufficient.
Oh, big two frogs.
Getting eaten by a giant bat.
Yum.
Oh, I didn't think about giant bats.
Oh boy.
See, there's no giant bats here.
What?
You didn't think
Why
about
are you
it.
looking at me like that? If we
God
fought a giant
has
bat, there'd be like
spoken.
no difference between that and a giant bird. I mean, come on.
Only one can turn us into a vampire.
A
It's the
giant.
bird.
So you're moving out into the clearing in front of the burrow.
Yeah, I'll like
Giant
slowly
bats, like,
move in.
it's a-
I don't know how big this clearing is, but I want to be a good, let's say 30 feet away from the entrance of the burrow.
You'd be like right up against a tree, but the area cleared out is maybe about like 15-20 feet wide.
Okay, I'll step a little into the clearing.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi.
You hear,
Darius sent us your way.
you hear a little bit of scratching, and up out of the hole you see a horse-sized badger
Oh my god.
start to make a
Now, are we talking U.S. or UK?
What?
U.S. or UK badger? There's a very important distinction.
I have no idea.
Very different.
You.
One's much
UK.
friendlier than the other.
The friendlier one.
Okay.
No, UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one we want.
Yeah.
The Hufflepuff badger.
Ah.
U.S.
Okay,
badgers
yeah.
are on meth.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Yes.
Exclusively.
Hi. We,
Hey.
got a little lost, my friends and I. They're back in the forest a little ways. Darius mentioned that you were very friendly and might have some idea on where we can hunker down for the night.
Crazy old coat.
It's crazy
Yep.
I don't
Yes.
have bennies. I don't have
I think
There's some
We're
table
back there.
left.
We're back
to your
there.
right.
Oh.
To your left. To
Eh.
your right.
Yay!
One hop this time.
Are you're with him as well?
No, I was told to stay back.
How big like you?
most of them are smaller. There's one other about my size. She's a lot more slim though.
Well, if Darius liked you. You can stay in food storage. Just don't eat everything. Should be big enough for all of you.
11 insight.
Seems genuine.
It feels like a
I don't-
vague threat, like you can stay for dinner.
Walks over and just kind of moves up to you and sniffs you. You definitely don't smell like you're from around here. Come on. I want to see your friends before they come in.
Yeah, of course. Come on out, guys.
Aster's gonna
I'm gonna go.
excitedly walk forward.
As you come out of the clearing, about half of the body is out, and there is it's standing like eye to eye with Balreks. This just massive badger.
Sorry, friend, your name?
Fred.
Hey, everyone, this is Fred.
Fred?
Fred.
Pleasure to meet you,
I
friend.
bow to Fred.
And then I assume you were speaking in Sylvan?
Yeah.
In common. Pleasure to meet you all as well.
Oh,
It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. Hello.
I didn't expect you to know common.
I'm old. You learn some things. Come on, before anything comes out and eats you. And just he comes out and then turns around and heads back in.
To them, I'm gonna say, I suddenly feel a lot better about this.
Just because he can speak your language?
Yeah.
Because I can understand him. And I can talk to somebody. I can talk my way out of anything.
Oh my god.
You were talking in Sylvan before? Is that what? Did I pick that up?
Druid language?
Hey, you speak Sylvan, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would hear it.
Does that mean I understand animals?
No,
No.
you understand Balrek.
Okay.
Yeah, animals can understand me no matter what language I'm speaking. I've just chosen for Sylvan to be
Okay.
my
okay,
default
okay.
for talking to animals.
Cool.
Now I know.
That's
Y'all
about it.
gotta teach me Sylvan.
Why?
Because I'm on the path to learn every language I can.
Oh, okay.
Do you speak giant?
No. You
Then
wanna
I can
me?
teach you giant. It's a bunch of grunting and making rude sounds.
I'm fine with that.
I could teach you
Are you?
Undercommon.
That's totally fine as well.
This is a conversation that's happening when we're headed in.
I can teach you Minotaur too.
Perfect.
You come down a little bit of a slope, and then it opens up fairly wide, and
Did Verdar come in?
he swoops down and just kind of comes in behind. Once the last of you comes in, whoever's coming in last, a bird comes to land, and then it's Veridar.
It would be me.
It would be you. So just he's pretty silent, and then he's just behind you. It's like, you're fine. Relax.
Okay. I don't like things swooping. I don't.
He starts ruffling around in a pouch. Fred, we're going to be safe in here. Just kind of. Well, of course. This will help you relax. And Veridar hands you some leaf. Just
I'm
chew on
not
that.
taking that.
I'll take it. What is it?
No, I want it for later.
Oh. Is there enough for me?
You need to relax too.
Only always.
Give me an deception roll.
Drugs!
Drugs.
It's drugs.
Ugh. Deception is 14.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got a plus 8.
Hold on. It takes like 2 sprigs. He's like, not too much. It gets to be a habit.
And does it? I will be sure to not take too much of that. And with alcohol? Anyway, it's fine.
That would be a bit of a mistake.
That's my motto. I'm a mistake.
Gonna lean in close to him. Generally, don't trust a word out of Gideon's mouth. He's gotten a lot better about things, but I'm just gonna put that out there.
I'll keep it in mind. You hear Fred? Dina! We got guests. Oh, bring him in.
Is Dina your wife?
Looks a little bit confused by the word.
Partner?
Yes.
Mate.
Yes, yeah.
Mate, yeah.
Yes. The kids are asleep, so try to keep it down a little bit.
Oh,
Of
okay.
course. How many kids do you have?
6.
What are their names?
If you meet them, I'll introduce you.
Nice.
There's more badgers than there are us.
A slightly larger badger comes out. And she... Good evening, everyone.
Hi, Dina.
Hi, Dina.
Hi, Dina.
Kind of, where are we putting the Fred? Put him in with food. Okay. Or you can sleep out here in, I guess, we kind of look at each other. Common area would be the vernacular.
Wherever you think is best.
It kind of leads you over to another little hole, and inside there's a bunch of like large fruit and stuff like that tucked against the side and all. Whichever is more comfortable for you.
Which would be less in the way for you? We don't want to disrupt your lives too much.
You know what? Maybe in here, because if the kids wake up, I don't want them to. You know, they like to jump all over.
Okay.
In the morning.
Let's not.
Yeah, you're all afraid that hurts of you. They're kids, but you guys are not much bigger than kid size anyway. So.
This could be a rude question, but they won't think we're food, will they? If we're staying in the food area.
Oh no, we're no meat for us.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Gideon, can't you see all the fruit in here?
I just see me. Biggest fruit in the room.
Oh my god.
Well, make yourselves at home.
Thank you, and if I can do anything to repay your kindness, please don't hesitate to let me know.
Smells like you have a little bit of thistle on you.
Yeah. I think I got 2 left. Hold, please.
Holding.
So, what brings you all to our neck of the woods?
That's a great question. Not entirely sure. We are not from around here. We fell in a hole in some sand, and then we're in the forest, and we're trying to get home, which is in another plane of existence, apparently. And I look at Veridar pointedly. Trying.
Take the thing.
Great idea. I'm gonna wait a little closer to bedtime.
Fred, do you know maybe the location of where some really mean giant wasps would be?
Yes. If you head down the path into the valley and head northwest, you'll come up to the lake, and they're near the north end of the lake.
Was it Lake Rosetta? Fresetta?
The
Rosetta
lake
Stone?
is doesn't I don't know if it has a name. It's, referred to by some of the locals that live by the Lake of Bounty.
Oh, sounds nice.
Sounds bountiful.
Good fishing, I hear.
Is it like a crystal blue?
It's very, very clear, yes.
That's definitely where we want to go.
Oh,
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is there also a bumblebee queen that lives there? In that area?
Yes, that is where the Bee Kingdom's capital is.
Okay.
It's about a 2-day journey from here. But I mean, there is I hear a festival going on down by it, so you'll probably find other travelers along the way.
What kind of travelers? Are there animal travelers, or?
Mostly like you.
Oh. There's no one like me. But point
No,
made.
there's quite a few of you.
Wait, you mean Furbolg?
Yes.
Are they from this plane, or are they from another plane?
They've been here as long as I can remember.
I feel bad about that. Okay.
Maybe you're related.
I hope not.
Why?
Not a big fan of my family either.
You know, sometimes family we're born with isn't really the family we want. It's the family we choose. I have family now. Family I want. And I would be keen not to return to my unwanted family.
Can't relate. But that sounds like it's awful.
It is pretty awful.
Yeah, I can't either. I've never had a family.
You do now.
Yeah.
You have Leander. You have me. You have these
I do.
people.
I do.
Fred, what's the festival for?
It's the Festival of the Three Faces.
Have I ever heard of that?
No, it is in honor of Ara, Bella, and Shargon.
Shargon?
Shargon.
And who are
That
they?
name, that you have heard.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
That was
The
some
lizard.
some references to Balrek with that. People come to seek their favor and contests, and even further down, if you head towards the plains, the hunt will be in about a week's time.
Fun.
Yeah, I would, unless you want to be the hunter as opposed to the huntee with that one.
Good.
What's the huntee?
Varies. I mean, all sorts of people try to make it across the plains. Anybody who gets hunted becomes the huntee, I guess. A fair amount of were-rabbits tend to do it as a sign of...
Is this a deadly contest, or is it?
Oh, well, certainly.
Oh. Okay, well, I won't be participating in that personally.
How do you not participate?
We go
Don't
to
go
the
there.
valley way earlier than a week from now.
Okay, and let's go. Or I guess we sleep. Oh.
Well, if you don't have any more questions, I'm gonna turn in.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much.
Very, very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fred.
Yeah. If you see Darius, let him know to call ahead next time. But you're welcome to stay, and you all seem. He kind of looks towards you. You all seem like nice people, and just kind of turns and moves away. Big beady eyes.
They're cute.
Verdar just kind of plops down and pulls a few things out of his pouches and pulls a small, well-used notebook out and starts flipping through it. Well, I guess we should all probably get ready to get some rest.
I guess so.
I suppose, yes. Maybe I'll just have a little of this, maybe a sprig. Here we go.
I will also eat mine and study Jacob at the same time.
Okay. You start chewing on it, and you just sounds become a little bit more dull. The light's just like a slight bit more muted. You feel just a little bit of tingle on your kind of spread through your body, and you start reading, and you find yourself dozing fairly quickly. So give me a roll.
Do I have advantage or no?
No,
Okay.
it's gonna be flat.
So that's intelligence.
Investigation.
Investigation. 15.
15? Okay. The handkerchief is a lilac.
Ooh.
Yeah, within probably about 20 minutes, these two are just completely out.
Gone.
Certainly relaxed.
I'm trying to find my notes on Shargon, but I can't find it.
The only thing you ever got was he was referred to as, I think, marked by Shargon, but you never actually got any information on exactly who or what it was.
By the lizard folk, though, right?
Right.
Okay.
Can you move that light extension cord to a different socket real quick? Do it. Do it.
I'll sit by the door, just in case.
You want me to sit facing the door and have my gun out?
No, I think it'll be fine.
Okay.
Are you gonna do the whole time?
Who should I wake up if I start to get... Okay. And he'll sit down and just kind of start paging through this notebook. You all just gonna kind of crash out?
I'm gonna read, I'm gonna take a break from studying the gun.
And read one of your books.
And read the book that I got from Mercutio, which is like Advanced Magical Theory. What the fuck is it? I don't fucking know. Wait, I do know. I have a stuff page. Sorry.
You're fine.
Damn. I just had the note and I can't find it. It's on this page. Advanced Magical Theory, yeah.
Okay. If you want to give me an investigation roll to study a bit.
Sure. Just want something new to study, you know.
You'll hear Veridar mumbling. You're having, even with being as perceptive you're having a hard time making out the words, but it looks like a couple times throughout it he'll stop and just kind of mumble something for a bit.
Can I see his face?
Yeah. His, the first time it happens, his eyes kind of look like they unfocus a little bit.
Is he actually like saying words though?
Yes.
Is it in common?
No. Oh yeah, you can read lips. Yeah.
11.
11. Okay. It's been a day. You start going through it. It's some heavy stuff.
Ain't nothing I ain't handled before.
I'm gonna, after a short while, get up and go sit by where Maul's meditating.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's what you're doing?
I usually meditate for just a little bit first and then go to sleep.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just like get up and walk over and kind of sit down next to you. Just sit there for a good 5 minutes, not saying anything.
You can hear him breathing next to you.
Probably a couple.
Yeah, you would definitely notice every time like there's an intake of breath.
Right.
Hey, so,
I'm reading while this conversation is happening.
your thing. You have control over that?
Thing?
The shadow thing.
Oh. Yes.
How?
Well, I didn't make a deal for it.
I didn't make a deal.
I wasn't assaulted or forced.
I don't think I was either of those either.
You don't think that this wasn't forced upon you? You chose this?
I don't know.
Well, whatever you did had evil intent. Death's pretty neutral.
So how did you get control?
Study. You see me sitting here meditating.
I was never great at studying.
I wasn't really either when I was younger. But shit happens. Things change.
Balrek, I'll help you study if you want me to.
Thanks, Aster.
You're welcome.
I don't know what to do, Maul.
go find whatever that earth elemental shit was and kick its ass.
But what if it's like, way stronger than...
Fuck that.
You can't say that. There's owls that are bigger than you here.
Alright, I didn't get a chance to fight that owl.
It's gonna loudly start laughing.
Yeah, Aster snorted in game.
Verida you probably all notice Verida just kind of, he's looking straight at you. It's like this, like, how do you have that much fucking confidence? Just like completely, almost aghast. Just, he looks like he's about to say something, but looks to Balrek and see that it seems to be helping and just kind of turns his head back down and goes back to what he was doing.
I'm in the corner with my eyes half closed.
It's hilarious.
Now it feels like disrespect.
Mostly because there were words involved.
Yeah.
Maul, I'll bet you 10 gold you can't take down the giant owl like that.
Don't try and fight Darius, please.
No, but if one attacks
I don't know. Now I've been bet money.
Please
Just
don't.
stick my hand out.
If he fights, yeah, I'll fucking fight him.
I bet you 15 gold that you can turn down Aster's bet.
That's the easiest money I've ever made.
So 15 gold. Wait, do I have 15 gold? Yes, I do. Okay.
You never know these days with you.
You're too busy giving it out all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Do you want to go higher? See? Just do it. We didn't get a chance to try. Plus, I kind of have a team, don't I?
Yeah.
So fuck it.
I mean,
Let's go fight him.
You're also kind of the team. I mean, Aster can deal some damage, but...
I can't heal.
Sure.
Can't cast spells.
There is no Maul in team, Balrek.
There's an M, though.
There is an M. And it all starts with an M.
There's an eam in
And there's an A.
team.
There's T, which
This
is
is getting
Gideon.
real out of hand. We good?
Yeah.
Alright. We'll walk for 2 days, and then we'll kick some elemental ass.
I hope it's that easy.
It is if we decide it is.
Will it be that easy, according to my reading, at some point in my life?
You have no idea.
Damn.
And guess what? If we die, then we're dead. No more problems after that.
I mean, that sounds like
Not wrong, but I feel like there's... Never mind.
I wonder if Ballista would let me die. Something I didn't think about till just now.
Just kill her too.
She's very powerful, Mom.
Yeah, well, she was tied to a chair at one point. We didn't do anything. Anyway.
I mean, there's a set of rules that say we can't do that. It's called the Kobara Convention.
What?
The Kobara Convention's more just like guidelines anyway.
Oh boy!
Is that a thing?
No.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Lord?
It is not a thing.
It's
not a
not
thing.
Kobara.
See,
There's
Rules.
barely any laws. There are only laws in places where laws are enforced.
this is the final frontier.
Yes.
These are the voyages.
These are their stories.
dun dun.
I think there's a little bit more sliders, but so you
I'll get up and walk away a little bit. And... Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
go sit down
Okay.
elsewhere.
So you all kind of drift off to sleep. You get woken up several hours later. Would you mind keeping watch for a bit?
Sure.
I think everything's gonna be fine, but I'm gonna give everybody peace of mind.
All right.
He'll go and he'll stand over Balrek for a minute and just kind of looking down at him and rubs his face. Sorry, kid. And just kind of lays down and goes to sleep.
Before he once as soon as he's laid down, I know he's still awake, but we'll fucking fix it. It might not be easy, but
I can almost
unless
guarantee you
did
it's
this
not.
to him.
Well, indirectly, but not intentionally.
The vines?
Oh, the vines. No.
Oh, then we'll fix it.
I hope so. And as you're keeping watch, it's kind of you catch the faintest whiff of wood smoke, like the charring of wood. And you peek over and you can see from the other side the charring start to move on to one of the other pieces of Balrek's necklace. And then early morning, you hear like a bunch of scratching and a bunch of whatever noise badgers make. Chittering. And you hear, there's guests. There's
I'm
people.
gonna back further into how is the lighting in here anyway?
Pretty dim.
I'm gonna kind of back into the shadow-ish, past the light of the entrance,
Okay.
but just be
And you hear
ready.
a bunch of feet, and then from one side there was just a couple. You see snouts just kind of come around the side, and then just a little tiny badger head, and by little I mean large dog size.
I'm gonna
Still so
I'm gonna
cute.
just be there grill him immediately. It was,
And just kind of the eyes go wide, and it just kind of it quickly scurries behind there. Whoa, they're scary. And you hear the voice of Fred, "Leave them alone. And meet them when they wake up."
I'm gonna befriend all of these baby badgers, don't you worry.
I'm gonna wrestle him.
oh my god.
The rest of you wake up a little bit after that to the sound of movement out in the main area, scraping and laughing, and the sound of animals rolling around together. No, stop! You bit my ear. Well, that's what we're supposed to do. Fighting. Yeah, you're all awake.
So they're big dogs.
Oh, really? That's
Oh,
not
then we'll be
bad.
fine.
Big dog size badgers.
What?
Oh.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Well,
I
we befriended one
Get up
that's...
and rush out.
Oh.
And you see a pile of them, they're just jumping on each other, rolling around together. One of them kind of just moves out towards, and just kind of you see the three of the others start to moving around them, and then the other two pounce on those, and they're just all rolling around in the main area, having a grand old
Fred or
time.
Dino around?
They are. They're just kind of sitting towards the back, watching them. So
Got it.
careful. I don't want you to get hurt.
I'm not worried about it.
Here, Dina. A new challenger enters. Okay. Give me a strength roll. Are you just gonna try to grab the closest one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Aster is out and going towards the sound of the noises. Same.
Natural 20, baby!
Okay.
Oh my god.
What is oh it's yeah, so it's you're basically trying to grapple it?
Yeah.
Okay. It
Just fucking...
it tries to rear up on you and try to escape, and you just grab it around the midsection and just grab it, and the two of you just start rolling around on the floor.
I'm Balrek, by the way.
We don't have names yet.
Oh my god, I love it.
They have to earn their name.
They're small. It's best if they pick their names.
Okay, that's way better.
Yeah, all right.
I was like, what the fuck?
They will be a certain size soon, and I will no longer care for them, and they will leave.
Keep wrestling.
Okay. So yeah, you come out and you see Balrek just like rolling around with a badger, and like he gets up and it's going, and then just two just come and just catch Balrek like legs and head, and just like one of them just grabs him and he just starts rolling around. You see him get him dragged a little bit.
This is probably gonna be really noisy. The group
Yes.
of them.
Oh yeah. It definitely gets. It echoes a bit in here.
I imagine all of us are just standing together and watching, just like waiting.
Is he gonna die? What is this?
No, he'll be all right. We won't. No biting. Just kind of they all.
Goes for you too, Balrek.
Fine.
I would never bite them.
I don't know your
He
wrestling.
says from
Bad.
underneath
You
a
bite
pile of
back.
Well, did you all rest well?
Yes.
Yes, very well, thank you.
Kids, let them relax. They've got a journey ahead of them. Dad, what did I say? Fine. They just kind of move off, and they start moving over towards where the food is, and they all come out with like different pieces of fruit and just kind of sit down and start badger paws mawing away at it. One will hand some like large cantaloupe. You want some?
Yeah.
Huge slice of melon.
Go in on that.
And Balrek sticky once again.
Balrek's in his zone.
I don't stay as long as you need, but when do you plan on heading out today?
Yes.
As soon as possible.
Be careful when you get into the lower valley. It's a little bit more of a feisty place.
We heard there were wolves there.
Several. Quite a few.
Are they bigger than you?
Some.
Do they speak common and are friendly, possibly, maybe? Or should I just assume that they'll eat us?
Some can speak. Kind of a mixed bag out here. Friendly. Predators are not always friendly if it looks like food. So don't look like food, I guess.
I will try my best to not look like food, but look at me. I'm a delight.
You do.
Downright delicious.
You are quite fragrant.
Should I not? Is that a good thing? Is it?
No, not a bad smell. But
Right.
I can probably smell you from a ways off.
So I prefer cities. Can't smell me over the stink unless you're right next to me.
City. Not familiar with the word.
You see these big trees? It's a place where instead of trees, it's stacked stone, and people live inside of the stone.
No trees.
Well, there's some trees, but quite a few less.
Doesn't sound too great.
A lot more people.
It's-
Maybe not for you, but the hustle and bustle of it is very nice. What is happening?
There's a lot of people in cities.
Yes, there's quite a lot, but that means that there's always somebody to talk to, and somebody to entertain, drinks to be had, and drinks to be bought for you.
And you can always hide in plain sight.
That too.
Like camouflage.
Like camouflage.
Almost. Yes.
She has her own natural camouflage. Works best in cities. But the same is true for me.
It's like the giant chameleons.
There's giant chameleons too?
Not so much in this area, but where the trees get a little bit, it's a bit warmer as you head east.
Would you consider yourself a normal-sized badger or a giant badger?
No offense meant by that question, of course.
I guess we would be giant.
Okay. I was just trying to make sure that these giant chameleons aren't super mega giant chameleons.
No. We are the bigger of the. There's small ones that run about too.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's nice to have company. Thank you for stopping by, and feel free to have a little bit of food before you leave if you wish.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Is there a fruit here that's particularly special to the forest or area?
She kind of the melon that they're eating is pretty common to this area, and it's kind of what we're known for up here outside of the valley.
Okay. And I'll go take some melon.
Like the melons are like the it looks like kind of shaped like a cantaloupe, but it is definitely more like watermelon sized.
Oh, all right.
It's a big melon.
I'll
Split
just
it?
take. Yeah. Just split it. I don't have a. Actually, no, I do have a rapier. Oh.
You just kind of start cutting through it, cutting through another path, and then enough to through the rind and pop the meat apart. Yeah, nice
Fruit meat.
melon meat. Yeah.
Anybody want some melon?
I would love some. I'm starving after
Oh,
last
I'll
night.
take some melon.
Pass
Thank
it
you.
out.
Okay.
Thank you.
So a quarter a melon. I'm gonna head outside and try to take care of a few things. Whenever you guys are ready to leave, I'll be waiting for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
He heads out.
Good now.
Yeah, we should probably
Yep.
get to it.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Oh, thank you, Dina.
You're welcome.
Bye, kids.
Bye. Like in unison.
All 6 of them. Nameless and sad.
Nameless little littermates. They seem the way that they're acting. They seem like they're probably pretty young.
Just name them after all the Von Trapp children. And I'm Liesel.
Oh.
I don't like that movie. Okay. So you're gonna eat your melon and head out? Okay.
Yep. Melon meat.
When you come out of the cave, Veridar's drawn some different symbols in the dirt and is just kind of sitting there kneeled in front of him. Just kind of seems motionless when you come outside.
Balrek, is this normal?
No.
Is everyone ready to go?
Yep.
And he'll get up and he'll just kind of wave his hand, and the dirt will just kind of settle back to
Symbols recognizable at all?
one of them that you're able to catch before he kind of brushes them away is one of the 4 that you got.
What are these symbols you keep drawing?
Warding magic.
Warding or warden?
Warding. Have you seen them before?
Yeah.
Wasn't. And he just kind of points when you got that, right? Probably weren't any symbols there now.
No.
Okay. Well, where did you see them? You got them from Rondis because you had asked about your father. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Yep. Here, we'll all walk and talk. Come on.
Yes.
You said it felt like we needed to go down the hill, right?
I'm gonna try and concentrate on that ringing again.
It's a little bit louder now and feels a little bit little bit less space in between it.
Gotcha. Definitely. 5 to 7 minutes.
What'd you see him, Balrek?
My dad came through Hope
Wait,
a
what?
couple years back. I only know because Rhonda's recognized him.
Man's got too good of a memory for his own good, I think, sometimes.
Tried to see what he remembered, and those symbols were something he gave me. Pull out the scrap of paper and show him. He said my dad went up to the lake. So I assume he came here.
Did your father ever tell you about why he came out this way?
I had no idea.
Would you have told Veradar about what happened to your like the fact that your parents, or would that be something you would have kept to yourself?
I have not told him that yet.
Okay. Have you thought about asking him?
Yeah, maybe I should do that.
Well, if you want, when we get back, I'll go with you and talk with them.
Insight check.
Okay.
The whole part where Balrek was like, maybe I should do that.
I'm gonna say you, unless you roll like a 1.
12.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely answered that too fast.
Yeah.
Probably seemed a little bit uncomfortable too. You head down the slope, moving down. As you come down and you clear out of the woods a little bit more, you can see out over some of the trees where they seem to get a bit smaller, and from this distance, the only person that doesn't see it as what is probably an ocean would probably be Maul.
Oh.
You just see like water out where this lake is, but you cannot see the other side, and you're catching just like the faintest hint of land on the other side. Like, this lake is massive.
Did we go in the wrong direction?
Yeah, is that the ocean? Where are we?
There's land on the other side.
What?
It's fucking far.
Squint.
Do we?
Where?
You think you see like this, like the slightest like bit of a hill, but at that distance you're just like, maybe it's an island, but maybe more was what he's talking about.
We don't need to be on that side, do we?
I don't know, what direction were we heading?
No, you're gonna basically, the way they described it is you're gonna come down and like move along the coast and head off to
the northwest.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can just skirt the coast. Skirt and go northwest.
This just makes it seem like this trip might be pretty long.
Yeah.
Well, then let's keep moving.
Fred did say 2 days, so.
Make sure
Fred's
you,
also the size of a horse.
Oh no.
Oh.
But
Well-
if he's towing his kids, they'll have to go a little slower. So maybe it evens out?
If he's bringing his kids.
I still have the carpet we can use for a few of us, but maybe we can find
Well-
another thing to speed this up for us?
It is what it is. We can't
Yeah,
speed
well,
it up
we
any
have
more
to
than we
walk.
can.
We're not just gonna find a town and buy another horse.
How many people can you put on the carpet with you?
Well, Balrek and myself, or me and 2 other smaller people.
So how about you and Balrek? And I'll just... Could we fit... No, we couldn't fit the rest of us on one horse.
No, I can't be that big of a horse.
But can you fly?
Yes.
Can the three of us fit on one horse?
2 people, really.
What if it's a beat like a...
Can you turn into any sort of pack animal or just big, like, anything?
It'll be tough for you to hold on, but
I can do it.
I can only do it for a few hours throughout the day.
Have you ever been an elephant?
Honestly, anything to...
I was gonna do rhinoceros.
Something faster.
Try
Well,
also.
if Balrek, if you take the carpet and if you become a riding animal, I have a horse.
Are you hiding into your pockets?
What
Where's your
layer?
horse?
The horses are back on the other
I'll
end.
open up because my robe useful items is inside out, and I'll open up the robe and there's one patch with a riding horse on it.
You gotta be shitting me.
Nadia, that's a patch.
That's just fabric, not...
That's where she's been getting the gems.
If we could have a horse, would this work?
I don't know, what can you turn into?
Quite a bit.
If you can just turn into a horse, then one of them can ride you, and you can do a horse that 2 other people can ride, and then you and I on the carpet, and we're all good.
What do you mean you can try? You don't know how to turn into a horse?
I haven't really done much since that thing I told you about.
Maybe we wait and save that in case of an emergency.
Gideon can take you on the carpet.
Okay.
We're good.
And I promise I will keep the in-flight entertainment to a minimum.
Okay, so
You take Maul, I can ride.
okay, we're settled.
Sounds good.
Okay, and I find like a clearing, a space. I'm gonna rip the patch off and frisbee it into the space.
And
ears and
as it
frisbees.
goes, it just kind of it moves and just goes. The patch starts to spin, and you see the patch spin, and it seems like the horse just stays on it and just slowly expands, and the patch just kind of fades from the back, and then there's just a horse just kind of.
I imagine it's like a Clydesdale.
Yeah, it's a big horse.
Hello.
Wow.
Can you even get up there?
Hi. Hi. I have a strawberry for you.
Practically eat your hand.
Is it just a? It actually becomes
It's
a horse.
a riding horse.
Kind of like looking about.
It's like that
Hi?
fucking... It's the whale in Hitchhiker's Guide to the
Exactly.
Oh
Galaxy.
no, not again.
How did I get here?
This is Nadia. She kind of conjured you.
She is your god.
I don't know what that means.
She made you appear.
You know where I was before this?
Don't. I'm sorry.
All right.
Maybe nowhere.
Well,
The important thing is you're here now.
why did
And we're
she conjure me?
because we need faster transportation and also
Oh, I can run.
what's your name?
I don't know.
Do you want a name?
Does it exist forever once you, or does it last?
So, yeah.
Him, her?
Oh no,
Him?
not another horse.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh no. I didn't think of this.
Think of what?
Well, I mean,
What's happening?
It doesn't have a name.
Okay.
We're gonna have to. I have to sit on this. This is very important.
Okay, don't wait too long. We don't want him to.
What about Ace? He's an ace in your pocket. Or in your hole.
He's Patches O'Houlihan.
Oh, Patches!
Oh, wait, no.
Wait, no, there's
Yeah,
already
already got
Patches.
It's
When-
not named Patches.
When we tell him that when we stop next, I will have a name for him.
Okay.
The brown horse with some like white spots.
Oh,
Nadia's gonna come up with a name for you, but if you want to workshop your own name too,
In the meantime, I'm gonna.
I think horse would probably be too on the nose, wouldn't it?
well, it's kind of
Like a long
on the
face.
body, but
Nadia, you wanna
What is-
leg up?
Can we
yes,
go?
please, yes. I'm sorry. I just made an animal.
I wanna give her
Alright,
a Maul leg
God.
up.
Okay.
Can maybe proceed, please?
Okay.
Maul, shut up and go.
What?
I'm giving you both leg up. Let's go.
Maul just, he just pops up with very little issue.
Ugh.
Oh
Nadia.
yes.
Hoist her up.
Very.
Which way are we going?
that way. But hold on,
Okay.
we have to get a little more ready first.
All right.
Take out the carpet and get on it.
Feeding him oats. the whole time.
Baradar will turn into a larger bird this time.
I'll get on. And
Oh no, he was gonna be a horse, so yeah. he'll just
Oh,
turn
he was
into
gonna be a horse.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah.
He is
Why
not-
would it be harder to hold on?
Oh, well, now he's a horse. Originally he was gonna be a rhino because he thought there was gonna be two of you on him.
Horse is fine.
He still could be. Just saying.
One Pegasus, please.
Yeah, merge them.
Horse is
Make
gonna
a
stick out a
unicorn.
little bit less.
A rhino.
Okay.
Hop up.
Okay.
So you hop up.
Well,
We good now?
yeah.
Okay. And he just takes off.
Oh boy.
Fuck!
Oh, I'm excited.
And this
Baby
horse.
Speedy.
And it's just going very hard. Just immediately just takes off. Like you probably have to grab some hair as he just goes.
We don't have a saddle or anything
No.
on this horse, do
You're
we?
getting bounced all over the place.
I fucking...
Who's in the front and who's in the back?
I'm in front.
Okay.
You have like a murder grip on your left shoulder because I have the harpoon in the other hand.
She's delicate. You're just gonna like break her shoulder off.
How else do I stay on?
I don't know.
Hands
Use your legs.
twined in the mane, and she turns over.
You're losing feeling in your left arm,
Oh my
starting at the
God.
shoulder.
She turns over. We could go jousting.
We should control it first.
And he'll cruise for a bit.
Oh yeah.
He'll start to slow down probably after however long it takes for a horse to start to get
A
tired.
few minutes.
I'm gonna keep the carpet like 20 feet above wherever they are.
Horse.
Okay.
What?
It's a quitter horse.
Can I go up a little higher and get like a lay of the land when we're going? Or did we already get a pretty good lay of the land when we were?
You've
seeing it?
got a fairly decent lay of the land. The trees start to get big off that way. As you get towards the lake, they're not quite as big.
Alright, can I do a perception check just to like
Yeah.
keep an eye out for any giant birds of prey or bees or
I
whatever?
would like to also be aware of my environment, especially since we're so far ahead now.
Just 10.
Okay.
I want to do the same, but not for threats.
Okay. Just looking for stuff.
22.
Nice. Okay.
I'm just trying to keep us on this horse.
So you're cruising along and looking around. What do you get, Ted?
Just 10.
Just 10. Okay. After about an hour of riding, the forest kind of tapers off, and as you look back, the forest is like away. It's way away. Like it's almost like it moves into like low rolling hills with some small trees, but it seems like once you break out of the forest, it's like the forest is almost somewhere different.
What the fuck?
And you just kind of move along. You get a good view of you're starting to get a good look at the lake, and you can see like groups of people kind of gathered together. Like you can't really make out individual figures, but you can definitely tell that there's like tents set up by the lake, kind of moving down the coast. And about a mile or so ahead, you see 6 figures walking.
Okay. I think I see the festival, and also, are they coming towards us?
No, they're walking. They're walking on the same path.
Travelers ahead of us.
I bend over.
Hey, can you slow down a bit?
I mean, animal handling roll. Are you speaking in common or?
I'll speak in Sylvan.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's not bad. Animal handling. 17.
Okay. It'll slow down. It'll kind of, you see its head just kind of move around, and then just, I don't understand what you're saying.
I got a 15 perception in general, so I don't know if I'd be able to hear that with that.
Yeah, you'd be able to hear that. He's fairly loud.
He's yelling at
Can you take us down some?
Of course I can.
What's up, buddy?
She was whispering in my ear.
Nadia, what did you say?
Oh, I asked him to slow down. Does he know, like, horse commands? Do you know horse commands?
He can't understand you.
Ask him if he likes Oakley.
Okay, I'm gonna ask him to slow down first.
Okay.
Could you slow down a little bit?
Oh, okay. And I'll just kind of move to more of like a, what is it, a trot or a canter? I don't remember which one.
Trot's slower than a canter.
Okay, so he's probably like trotting. Is that still faster than human walking?
Not really.
Is like a canter the one that can keep up for quite a while?
Canter's, yeah, jog.
Okay, so yeah, he'll be more of a canter then.
Okay.
I should know horses better, but
You can't be an expert in everything.
yeah.
When do they prance?
When the
When they're
music
ponies.
starts.
What about frolicking?
Dressage.
That's what I said.
Can you ask him if he likes Oakley for a name?
Oakleaf?
Oakley.
Oakley?
Yeah.
Do you like Oakley?
That sounds good. I like that.
Yeah, he likes it.
Okay. Hi, Oakley.
Hello, Oakley. He can understand me, but I can't understand him.
Hi.
Oakley, when Nadia says go, and I'm gonna say go in Sylvan, that means she wants you to go faster, okay?
Okay.
And when she says stop, same thing. That means she wants you to come to a stop.
Okay.
Okay?
I got it.
Did you say any of that in common?
No, it was all in Sylvan.
Oh, well.
Can you add a slow down too?
Yeah. Convey slow down.
And left and right?
Yeah?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So, moving along. There is a kind of a fork in the road, one that kind of heads probably more directly north, and then the other one that kind of heads more northwest like you were looking to go. And that's the road that you saw the other figures on, Maul.
The one we need to go to?
Yeah, staying on it. The Oakley will kind of, when you get towards there, he'll kind of slow down and kind of move his head back and forth between the two paths.
I'll try and tap into the room again.
Okay. Give me a wisdom check.
Straight wisdom.
Yeah.
Be a 9.
A 9. You start to kind of tap into it, and you're up with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
You hear Bar kind of focus, and then feel kind of like this weird feeling come over you, and you hear Bar just kind of like snort loudly, like kind of like almost like the sound of a bull,
Are
and
you all right, Balrek?
it just kind of starts to fill your head with just this kind of food.
Looking over my
Blood.
shoulder.
Do I even hear Gideon say that?
No.
Do I feel compelled to do anything?
You feel like you kind of look down and you can see some small animals kind of moving along, and you just feel fixated on them.
How high up are we?
I was saying 20 feet above the others when we went away.
So about 20 feet. You're gonna jump?
Jump off.
Okay.
Can I have,
I
like,
hate all this.
get a read on him at all before he jumps?
Yeah, give me an insight.
Not bad.
Well, Oakley is
roll.
crushed.
18.
18. Like after that, you see him kind of start to lurch and just kind of, you see him look down and start to make that move towards.
Can I do sparks in his face just to, like, startle him out of it? Just panic reaction? Because it looks like he's about to jump, and I'm like, don't!
Yeah, I'll allow that. Yeah,
With
you're
prestidigitation.
kind of going down like this, and then there's just like a flash of light in your face, and you're kind of brought more out of it back to yourself.
Balrek! I'm gonna go down lower. Balrek, hello.
Yes. Hi.
Why were you about to
You
jump?
feel just kind of like a pressure start to kind of like build in your arm.
What is going on? Are you okay?
Yeah, just put us down for a minute.
Yes. I'm gonna go down near the others.
You see that? Are you like trying to get him to go all the way down, or you just kind of just?
As soon as he gets anywhere near the ground, I'm gonna stumble off a little.
Okay.
I was gonna get, like, height next to horse,
Okay.
so he could easily get off.
Okay. So yeah, you see Balrek hop off. Veridar's just gonna come to a stop.
I'll hop off.
He'll just kind of
Probably go over and sit down next to a tree quick.
in horse. He's just gonna be. You alright?
In horse.
I'm fluent in horse. I took it in high school.
Horse school.
That was a different school. I am gonna go over to Nadia and Aster. Kind of like, Balrek isn't okay. Could one of you go check on him?
Beeline towards Balrek.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
Okay. Wolf
Okay,
just sitting on the
bye.
horse.
You're good for fighting, not feeling.
Stay with the horse.
I would then go to you and just stay with you and fill you in on what happened. But the point is, I want them to go like, he doesn't listen to me. I want them
Veridar's
to
actually
attack.
gonna shift back into the
I was
orc
just
form.
in gaming.
I know, I'm just letting you know what's happening here.
What's wrong?
Are you still throbbing?
It's starting to fade.
I was trying to figure out where to go by listening. And then I think I almost jumped down on and tore into a squirrel down there. And then this started just pressure.
Just kind of walks over and kind of grabs your arm and starts looking at it. Maybe we stop and rest for a bit.
Okay.
Eat some food and. I think you should take off the necklace, Balrek.
Isn't that stopping things?
I don't think so. I think it's just pissing whatever it is off. And he kind of looks, he's like, this shouldn't have charred this much this fast.
go behind my neck, untie it, and bring it down my belt and tie it on my belt.
Okay. You, as it comes off, you just, some of that pressure releases, and then there's just kind of like things just kind of feel like they move forward, and you kind of push through the woods in your vision, and you see that gnarled bramble that you remember from a while back, and there's a monster of a man just standing before it, and it's almost like he kneels down. Good. Now you can hear me. Come to me.
Where?
You'll know. And he just kind of puts his hand on your head, and you know exactly where you need to go.
I hate this so much.
Do we notice Balrek wigging out?
He just kind of goes like stark still, and his eyes just kind of, his pupils are enormous.
Drugs.
What for you felt like minutes is just maybe 15, 20 seconds. But like you see like the pupils just go like all the way. And just say they kind of come back, and you'd probably slump a little bit. You feel like you've been running for like an hour.
Balrek, are you alright?
Yeah. I know where I need to go.
Oh, okay. Where?
Just point in the direction.
And it's generally where you're going, but you have a feeling that you need to go you're going to end up going past that point to get there.
But further than we were planning.
Okay.
We don't have to go there. We can just get to the hive and leave.
And so, what? I keep making these monsters and just at any point in time getting angry and attacking my friends or
Well,
creatures around me?
my suggestion with that was, and he kind of looks at the arm, and we could try removing it.
Like, repeatedly pull thorns out.
I'm not talking about the vines, Balrek.
Oh.
What? No.
Fix it?
Might. It seems like that's where it's spreading from.
Balrek, do you think talking to this thing will handle it?
I don't know what to think.
What do you want to do?
I want to go see what it wants.
Then
Right.
we're going.
Do you need to rest first, or you want to keep moving?
Let's move.
All right.
Listen, I'm gonna travel with you. When we get close to where the hive is, I'm gonna need to stop and check something, and I may have to part ways with you there.
What do you mean?
I'm in hope for a reason, Balrek, and while fixing this is important, it probably will be fine, but just this may not be a path that I can go on.
And you brought us here,
I did.
Why?
and you're just going to leave us.
What I
What are you telling us?
Are you just bringing us here?
No.
To whatever's summon those things?
I'm in hope to ensure things that don't belong don't come to Eberron. But if... Three.
What are you saying?
All right, let's walk while we talk. If we're gonna move.
Fine, but you need to actually talk. No more secrets. We're here because of you.
Do you believe in the gods?
Yes.
Whatever. For the sake of argument, let's say yes.
The host? I assume what you worship?
No.
I think Balrek might be touched by one of the six.
By the host?
No, the antithesis of the host, as some people think of them. And the more basic primal beings. A lot of... I'm sure you've all... I should call them by what most... The Dark Six. And most of you have probably heard at least something about the Dark Six. The Traveler, the Devourer, the Mockery, the Fury, and the Shadow. That's six. I may have missed one.
And so which of these fancy six have touched him?
If it's the Traveler, that's fine, right? Traveler's fine.
Fury.
No, I think it's the Devourer.
What if it...
He's primal. And he is what gives the wolves the need to hunt. He is the gnawing, gnashing of the beast in the darkness.
I hate to be so rude here, but if you knew this, why didn't you do something bigger, something better? If you can protect our world, why'd you just stick us by a beach and make us summon some things?
I thought,
That feels like a big error on your part, doesn't it?
Gideon.
We're in danger because of him.
he's right. I didn't know until after he was summoned.
So you guessed.
I guessed. I thought Balrek had been touched by something else, and I was wrong.
Okay, let's move past the accusations and the explaining.
Fine.
What? We met him on our plane. Manifestation.
Yes.
How different would this being be here?
He might be more of what he is. When the gods left Eberron, the six chose to stay. To be lesser, but they're not supposed to be able to interact with people normally. You must have went somewhere and done something to... I'm not saying that you did it on purpose or did it willfully, but you went somewhere and touched something you shouldn't have. And I think your father knew what it was. It's the only thing that makes sense. Why would he be out searching and not have told you? My hope was that maybe if we got back, we could go talk to him and he'd know more of what happened. My guess is he saw you shortly after it happened.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little hard to ask him.
Why?
He's not around, is he?
Not around how?
Your mother, maybe?
I'm gonna reach over and just carefully squeeze Balreks' arm.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
If this is one of the gods, why can't we talk to Concord and see if their gods can do something?
The flame isn't a god.
Then surely there's some other paladins out there.
There may be some, but my hope was... I thought he'd been touched by one of the demon lords and that maybe we could just push it back to where it belonged.
I have a question. If your job is keeping things that don't belong in Eberron out, what will you do if we try to go back?
Great question. Is that why you're leaving us here? Was this just putting us back where we belong? Well,
I don't want to leave him here.
So you help us handle it.
Do your job.
Fine. Let's go.
Good. I'm gonna try to Zorro jump onto Oakley.
Okay.
while everyone's like
You mean acrobatics roll?
getting on to their horses and getting ready, I'm gonna kind of get in front of Veradar and quietly, just to him, pointedly, if anything happens to them, that's on you. You need to live with that, so make it right. And then I will... Balrek, do you wish to ride with me, or do you want to stay on the ground in case you want to jump again?
I have a feeling it's not gonna be an issue.
Okay, well...
He wants me there.
Okay.
That's 11 on the Zorro horse jump.
You see Nadia run over and she grabs like the back of the horse and just goes to hop up and just
Can I try to grab her? It's like trying to pull her up.
roll another roll for an advantage.
Wait, not that dice.
Oh.
No, 11.
So
Cross
you
the
see
threshold
Nadia
there.
run up and Maul goes to grab her to pull her on, and it's instead of it being a Zorro, it's more of a jump and then like dragged up and like slithering up the back.
It's like a middle schooler trying to jump onto the folded bleachers in gym class.
Yeah.
Graceful. Here you go.
That's such a great comparison.
If I can catch Veridar's like vision and all, I want to death glare the shit out of him.
It'd probably be like when I'm walking away.
And he just kind of puts his head down and averts his gaze from you.
I'm gonna look at you, and in Druidic, I'm gonna say, what do you think of this whole situation?
Sorry, I don't understand. I don't...
Oh, sorry, it must have been the wrong language. Give me 1 minute. And then I'm just gonna turn to Veradar, and in Druidic say, if it comes down to it, do what you have to do.
Fuck you.
And he just kind of... There's just the faintest hint of, like, not like a happy smile, but that, and a slight nod of the head, and you catch a tear just kind of roll down his face.
As soon as I say that, I'm gonna go over the carpet and get on.
Okay.
Nice.
That was good. So it's real good.
Nice fishing. I like that.
Okay.
I was like, fuck, I don't know if Vermok's got that.
No, I don't, sadly.
Except you fucked up because I speak your tongue.
So you go down the road for a bit more.
Shit.
You all catch view of figures, very Gideon size, similar ear, similar coloring. There's looks to be 2 adults and 4 children.
From a distance, do I recognize any of them?
Give me a perception roll.
Yes, sir. I'm up above. I don't know if that helps me at all.
I'll give you advantage.
I will take it. Helped a little. 17.
They don't seem familiar, but some of the garb and some of the kind of accoutrement seem very, very familiar as far as like the traditional dress of your tribe.
I'm going to disguise self, I am.
Okay.
I heard Gideon's butt clench.
Iron clap.
There's now just a seam stuck in the carpet.
I am going to look like an Eladrin.
Okay.
A summer Eladrin.
Okay. Gideon becomes a summer Eladrin, right in front of your eyes.
What should I be calling you?
You can call me Greg.
Greg,
I'm
the
nothing
summer
to
lad.
pay attention to. Just Greg, the summer Eladrin.
I'm old Greg.
I'm all Greg.
My knowledge of
Old Greg.
religion.
I thought you were about to leave it there for a minute. My knowledge.
Of religion. Have I learned a lot about the Dark Six?
You would know that there are groups that will worship them separately. There are also groups that will worship them kind of in tandem. Actually, with that, give me a religion roll at advantage.
Religion.
Yes.
What is this? God, why? 16.
16. You have a feeling that when they were talking about the 3, they were actually talking about Arway, Bellinor, and the Devourer.
Arway, Bellinor,
Which are, as a group, are referred to as the Faces of Nature.
Faces of Nature. Okay. Do I know a direct opposition to the Devourer?
Some people would say that it would probably be Bellinor.
Okay.
It gets a little bit. This is where religion gets a little bit muddled in Eberron, where different people kind of view some of these gods
It's
differently.
subjective.
Yeah, where the Devourer in most society is looked at as like this just raging monster. He is really just the wrath of nature. You know, he is the hurricane, the storm. You know, those things that are part of nature, but people tend to look at as bad things.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
So you start getting close to these figures, and one of them will just kind of wave in. How's it going?
Hi there.
How you doing today, travelers?
Oh, just, you know, taking a walk through the woods. Wait, we're in the woods.
And he just kind of he looks at you and you're a odd-looking one.
Am I?
I don't think if I've seen anything. Your ears aren't very pointy. You're not an elf.
No.
Idiot
You get kind of a look too. Kind of looks up towards the sun and then kind of looks back at you. No hat? Or
I
anything?
enjoy the pain.
It's a little bit uncomfortable and yeah, well yeah, I've never seen someone that looks quite like you.
Human?
No, doesn't ring a bell. I'm Dobin, human. Nice to meet you.
Dovin?
Dobin.
Dobin.
Sure.
It's kind of an odd name, but
It's not my name.
oh, that's what you
That's
are.
what I am.
Where do you come from?
New throne.
Must be far off. Never heard of it.
It's pretty far.
Well, this is my wife, Laruna. Are my children, Rami, Ziri, Biri, and Quinn.
Right.
So, where were you, heading to the festival?
Are we heading to the festival?
We're in direct opposite way of the festival now at this point, right?
No, you're still going that way. You're
Oh,
just gonna
really?
be going past it, yeah.
We'll be passing by. Where are you from?
Up the hill and, down the path about 2 or 3 days.
Oh. Wow.
We call it the Lilac Grove.
Lilac Grove.
They're pretty.
Kind of are those with you? You just kind of point up to it.
You just see my face over it. Nope.
Yeah, that's it's our friends.
Oh man, must be convenient.
Yeah.
Wish I could fly.
Peer over the side.
Don't rock it.
And he'll respond back in Minotaur. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Fantastic.
I'm Balrek. Yes, we're flying over.
Which herd are you with?
I don't know what that means.
Your herd. Where are they from?
Um,
Are you Western Minotaurs or Eastern Minotaurs?
I don't know how to answer that.
He's Western.
Where do you come from? Do your people hail from the west or to the east of here?
I lived in the Old Heart Forest.
Nope, never heard of it. I thought I knew where all the Minotaur were hanging out.
It's on a different plane.
Oh, okay. Not sure what that means, but
Well, I'm not quite too sure either, but
and you see the wife just kind of nudges him. Will you stop asking? It's rude. Just trying to be friendly. The one of the kids is like, why is his skin so? Don't point. But he's so pale.
Isn't Maul like pretty tanned too?
Or he's such a weird color.
Yeah, a little tanning, but
Oh, you have horns.
I love that.
And fangs.
Whoa!
And a tail.
Furbolgs have tails, don't they? No, okay. Oh, I wish I had a tail.
I have a whistle stick.
It's a whistle stick. You guys are quite the group.
Colorful bunch.
What
First
are
time
you? What are you doing here?
Heading down to the festival. I mean, it's good times. Do some fishing.
I knew a furbog, much like yourself. I was just wondering.
Oh, Do you know where he hails from?
Our plane of existence. If you've ever heard of Eberron? No?
Nope, does not ring a bell.
Okay.
I've lived around here my whole life.
Okay.
Nice. Are we walking with them?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, he's talking. I don't know. I mean, he's like, well, you know, it's pleasure, you know, chit-chatting with you. Don't let us hold you up. We haven't seen any of the travelers in a few days, so it excites the kids, you know, meeting new people.
Well, you stay safe. We're in a bit of a hurry, so.
All right. Well, safe travels.
Have fun at the festival if we don't see you.
Yeah. Make sure you camp well at night. There's wolves in these parts.
Okay.
You as well.
Thank you.
Oh, we got a plan for that, and he pulls out like a little jug of some sort of fluid. We got it all taken care of. Stinky, but it works.
Is it wolf urine?
It may be.
Oh, yum.
Well,
Bye.
have good travels.
Bye.
You too. I'm just gonna like lean down to Verda. Verda, go faster, please.
Okay, he'll pick up space a little bit.
Yeah.
And Oakley's gonna kind of like start to move a little bit faster, but not really be sure. Just kind of like.
So Oakley comes with saddlebags.
Oh, really?
So I imagine he knows how to horse.
He took a course.
Yeah. Then I guess he can horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
I will horse him along.
Okay. And you.
No, you won't
Yes.
force him along.
Never.
Force.
The gentle art of horsing.
You plunk
They're
along.
just horsing around.
The horse force course.
And with that plunking along, that's probably a good place to stop for
A break?
Session break.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. We will be back in a little bit as we take a break. Maybe go pee. Make sure you guys stretch, hydrate or dihydrate, and also stick around because we'll see you in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be back in a little bit, y'all.
Break.
Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Okay, BRB. And we back.
Welcome
What's
back,
up, folks?
friends.
So,
Let's do this.
getting later in the day for you folks, you've made a decent bit of headway, and you coming along, and there's as the sun's going down, kind of towards the bottom of a hill. You think you could probably crest up towards the top if you wanted to stop there for the evening. It would probably be dark by the time you reach the top of the hill, or you could camp before it gets totally dark.
We were kind of making some distance from the previous people.
Yeah.
I'd be kind of advocating for, let's just go a little further, just a little further away. So.
I'd say let's just keep going until we find a safe enough place to camp.
Okay.
Keep an eye out for...
Give me a survival roll then. Whoever wants to lead that. And if somebody else is proficient, they can assist.
I have Jack of all trades.
Yeah, same.
I will allow Jack of all trades to work. You have proficiency bonus. That's kind of the perk of being a bard.
So I roll at an
Advantage.
Oh, that's good. That's just really good. That is, how do you math? 22.
Okay. You find a nice kind of secluded spot, and you said you were going on, so you're up at the kind of the top of the hill, and you find a nice kind of secluded spot, some good-sized trees, nice big rock, just kind of set off, and yeah, begin to make camp for the evening.
All right. What do you guys think? No fire tonight. At the top of this hill, we're kind of a beacon if we do.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
It's not that cold, is it?
Is it that cold?
No, it's actually very temperate.
All right.
Then I think we're fine.
Do you think we could camp in the trees?
These are pretty good-sized trees. You could probably, if you wanted to.
And sleep and tie ourselves to the branches.
I can fly us
Yeah.
up in trips if necessary.
Yeah.
Wolves can climb trees, right?
They can't.
I don't believe they can climb trees, but in this place, how can we be sure?
Yeah, so trees?
Trees, I'm fine with trees.
Trees.
Okay.
So you're all gonna sleep in trees?
Yeah.
Unless anyone else has opposition to that plan.
Sounds like trees are happening.
Okay.
Find a big, beefy branch.
Are there going to be any watches while in the trees?
Yes.
I'll do a watch.
You can do a watch?
It's not.
I'll do the first watch.
Okay. So Gideon, Maul, and Asta.
I raised my hand first before you.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Prove it. My dex is higher.
Rock, paper, scissors me, bitch.
While they're fighting, I volunteer for one.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Let's do it anyway.
What? Why?
I'm gonna go to bed.
You're going to bed? Okay.
I'm really tuckered out.
Why are you going so slow?
You've had a big day.
Rock, paper, scissors,
Yeah.
shoot. Fuck you. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay. There it is. I'm gonna go see if I can forage up some grub. I'll be back.
Insight check.
Yeah, I would do the same.
Okay.
Clearly.
Yes.
Ooh.
Nat 20 for a 25.
24.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like he's going to leave, but he definitely seems like he's a bit uncomfortable right now, given everything that has happened.
I'm just gonna watch him go.
Okay. Eyeball him. Okay.
Yeah.
So, for those who have watches, if you would like to give me your watch rolls.
Perception.
Mine is a 12. You know what? I'm gonna say that.
11.
Middle. Who's middle? Who's last?
I'm 2.
You're 2?
I'd be last then.
Okay. All right. So you settle down, get ready for your watch. Bardar came back. He brought some berries and some small kind of sturdy fruits, and we'll share them out to everybody, and he'll turn into a squirrel and then come up and that's how he'll get up the tree.
I'm just kind of like watching him through all of it. I'm not being a dick about it. I'm just watching him.
Okay. He'll probably sleep like a branch below most of you. So the first watch, as night falls, you're looking out. Nick, you want to go to 5? And the sun goes down, and you've got a much kind of better view of the lake now. You can see this huge, pristine lake, and you can see just clumps of what look to be people, large, maybe like bonfires going. You can hear just the faintest sound of music in the distance, just kind of rolling through. It's quiet, and you don't really see a whole lot during your watch.
Hey, Mole, it's your watch.
Alright.
Wake up.
So, start watching, and you hear...
You hear everything forever.
Yeah. Okay. You hear you hear large animals approaching. About halfway through your watch, you hear sniffing and kind of cresting up the hill. You see a large dog-like figure, dark hair, just kind of slowly making its way up the hill. And it'll just kind of stop there for a bit. Move a bit closer, and then it'll actually come up to kind of where you are and make its way around the tree, and you just hear kind of a...
I want to be like spear facing down. Like if I need to, I will drop on it.
Okay. Now that it's close, it is a large-sized wolf.
Oh boy.
Some kind of
Good
looks to
looks
be
on the
like
trees.
bones kind of protruding out of the back a little bit.
Is it big enough like it could reach us where we are in the tree?
If it really tried, it might be able to like snap towards Veridar, but you're still not sure. And you hear it. You hear some like yips and a little bit of like growl, and it'll kind of slink back over, and it'll just kind of disappear over the different side of the hill that it came up, and it'll just be quiet for a bit.
Is the horse okay?
Oh no!
Goodbye, Oakley.
It's slunk around, and it's quiet for probably about half an hour, and you see a couple other wolves kind of come up from different parts of the hill and start making their way in towards where the camp is. And you hear kind of some snuffling and some slight yipping. You don't speak wolf, so
Shows what you know.
you may be hungry like the wolf, but
I just kind of keep watch, ready to spear.
okay. Oakley seems to start getting a little bit restless, kind of pulls at the lead and just kind of snuffling a bit and just you see him try to kind of pull away from where he's staked down.
It wouldn't have been possible to put him in the trees, would it have?
No. Horses can't climb. Wait, horses can't climb, right?
Have the carpet.
How would he be? You could get him up there and he could be on the carpet, I guess, theoretically, but I don't know how the horse is going to be standing on a magic carpet all night.
You can lead a horse to a carpet, but you can't make him fly.
So
Gotta
upset.
keep trying, though.
So upset.
If we get an intricate system of pulleys.
And the wolves move up, and they're definitely look to be closing in on the horse.
Yeah,
You're just gonna keep quiet.
this is the sacrifice. You're not risking us for a horse.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's gonna be words.
Several good ones.
There's gonna be so many words.
Like you and die and hate.
Ooh, that worked out well for the horse. Okay. A wolf just lunges at the horse, and the two of you awaken to like the sound of like bear trap like jaws just slamming shut, and a horse like yelling and whinnying.
What's he saying?
Help me! Help me!
No.
There's wolves!
Is he staked to the ground with a rope?
I would either that or tied to the tree would be
Tied
my
to a
assumption.
tree, most
But it
likely.
would have been a quick break knot.
It would have been a quick break knot.
Yes.
Okay, so the horse pulls away and starts to run away.
Can I, upon hearing the big snap, should I do this? Tell me if I can do this quick enough. Grab like a branch, smaller one, and light the end on fire with prestidigitation, throw it at him. Would that help save Horsey?
Oh,
So you're gonna try to distract with a torch. Are you gonna do anything?
yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna knee-jerk reaction cast Spike Growth down there
With the horse?
to get the wolves and not the horse.
Okay.
Oh no.
You did make it sound like the horses or the wolves were surrounding the horse.
They were coming in from multiple sides, but there is still a bit of a gap. What is it? A dexterity roll for spike growth? Oh no, it just happens,
It
right?
just happens.
Okay. Are you trying to hit a wolf?
If I can, but it's not really the important part here. It's just more like get the fire there and freak him out with fire.
Give me a it would either be, I'll let you do strength or dex.
Dex it is.
No proficiency though, because you're not proficient with
That's
throwing.
okay. I rolled well. 18.
18? Okay. So
What
you,
Esther would do.
and
Shoot the thing in the head.
as you cast,
A horse?
Yes.
as you cast Spike Growth, you see the vines start bursting up out of the ground. Give me a charisma roll with disadvantage. You see a branch just fling down and just catch one of these wolves right in the face.
Fuck yeah.
I would say with this commotion, would Nadia and I be waking
Yes,
up?
at this point, the two of you would hear it at this
Okay.
point.
The fuck are you guys doing?
Saving the horse.
Just straight charisma.
Your charisma.
Be a 4.
Okay.
What's a 4 do for me? How you feeling about a 4?
Wolves of
The-
opportunistic hunters.
As the thorns come up and grab them, these wolves just seem to become absolutely incensed. They are just like almost ravenous as the vines come up, and they're just tearing at him. And the general gist of what they're saying is, if I find you, I am going to kill you. I will eat your flesh. I will break your bones. And at this point, there's probably a large one that notices you and just kind of glares up at you. And just kind of is looking up, straight up at you. You can just see this huge dire wolf, just blood red eyes, just glaring at all of you. Come down here, you coward.
No.
Hard pass.
I can't stay there forever.
No, but why don't you stay right there for a while and maybe pace a little bit?
And like there's some yelping from the other ones, and this one just kind of, he just looks at you and just stares.
I hope he sits
Wait,
down and gets thrown
Are
in
they
the butt.
ignoring the horse now
Yes.
and focusing on us?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I?
And you see Oakley just kind of head down the hill on the other side,
Good.
Can I
just going shit.
Fuck, fuck, fuck.
light another bundle as like a threat? Like more fire will come your way.
I cast Dissonant Whispers at 2nd level.
Okay.
That's a Wisdom 15.
Actually, I would like
That's
to Vicious
gonna be a
Mockery
fail.
instead.
Oh, yeah,
Vicious
yeah,
Mockery?
yeah.
Wisdom?
I don't remember off the top of my head. Yes, Wisdom. 14.
It's actually 4.
It is going to fail both.
So
I'm gonna
that
say-
is
Fuck you and the horse you tried to eat and rode it on. For a solid 3 damage.
that is 16 damage.
7.
Hers is bigger.
And he has to run as far away as he can from me.
Oh shit.
Okay. He'll you hear like yelling and yipping as he just runs off. Like you can see it's just like tearing at him. And you hear him say, "Let's go. We'll find them later." And two of the small wolves won't make it out of the briars.
What happens to him?
They die.
That's it?
That is it. You can taste their blood.
I hate it. I'd like to return this taste.
Nope, that's
Where,
just,
Minotaur?
it is just coppery, and it's like a bag of pennies in your mouth.
Did they head towards Oakley?
Minotaur werewolf.
No, they just kind of like scattered down the hill.
Vampire-tor.
Okay.
Bloodator.
Mine Empire. Mine Empire.
So what are you guys gonna do after they leave?
Pretend nothing ever happened and go back to bed.
That was you all handled that pretty well.
Right.
Good thinking with the fire.
Thank you.
Balrek, were they saying anything?
Nothing important.
Did they apologize?
Definitely not.
Okay.
Is it still my watch?
It's getting towards the end of it, but yes. Yeah. Probably about another hour of your watch, and then it would be Nadia's.
I'm gonna take that hour to sleep.
Okay.
I'll do it.
It just passes right back out. I assume you two are, you're pretty good at just sleeping anywhere, being that you're,
Yeah.
Carney folk.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I get a long rest?
Yes. Yeah, you were only up for a couple of minutes.
Boom.
Okay. So, it is your watch.
Nadia, your turn.
Oh, okay. Did you see Oakley?
Him run away? Yeah.
Oh, I hope he came back. I hoped he came back.
I doubt he's going to.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Yep. Have fun.
Yep.
Okay. You notice nothing on your watch.
Oh no.
that was the best answer that I could have asked
choice
for.
Of words. You notice nothing, not nothing happens.
Yep. All right. So, and then the morning comes, and the rest of you wake up, probably a little bit uncomfortable after sleeping in trees.
I am going to attempt to unprepare spike growth.
Okay.
How's that go? Just asking for a friend.
Give me your wisdom save.
A god comes out of nowhere and smacks you and says, no. No.
Which one is Let's try you. Can I have that jail? It's not doing. This wasn't the worst it could have been.
Get wrecked.
But let's just start it off early.
Okay.
That would be a 14.
A 14. As you're sitting there kind of focusing on your spells, you're just kind of looking out, and you swear you see a figure just kind of in the trees, off in the distance a little bit. And you just hear in your head, don't be a coward. Be what you are.
But he is a
Oh my god. That took me a second.
Don't turn away from this gift, child. It is your birthright.
Fucking unprepared.
You're gonna prepare it?
No, I won't.
Okay.
Leave it on. Alright.
And you when you decide to unprepare it or not to unprepare it, you catch just the slightest glimpse of the eyes of this figure, and just you swear it's smiling and just kind of takes half a step back and just kind of melds into the forest.
Do I see Oakley anywhere?
Give me a perception roll.
Do you want to look for your horse on the carpet? We can do a quick one about. Can I do like a flyover and help her look?
Do I get?
Advantage, yes.
That's good.
Ooh.
Isn't
This
it?
one's not. Oh, this one is. But this one's not.
Okay.
That's perception. Investigation?
Perception.
Perception. 21.
21. He's a few miles down the road, just kind of like in some trees, just kind of like.
In
Oakley!
the direction we're going.
Yes, he went down the hill. Because they came up basically behind you and like from the side, so like the most open spot was down the way that you were
At least
going.
he's where we're going and not behind us.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Well, we can get him on the way.
Vanity stays there, but I'll try and keep an eye on him when I fly around.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Gotta go.
All right. So, hopping down and moving along.
Yeah.
I'd like to appraise the surrounding area before I hop down.
As far as
Like, anything around us at all?
You can see down by the lake. It's not close by, but you can see that there are people down there, kind of set up some tents.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing that really jumps out as anything major.
Okay. Hop down.
Okay. You'll hop down and assume continuing upon the road.
As long as we are traveling and we're not at the festival, I'm going to stay on the carpet as much as possible.
Okay.
And like 20 feet in the air, in case of giant wolves.
Okay.
Balrek, are you going to still ride with me?
Yeah. Very quiet this morning.
Okay. How are the rest of you traveling?
I was on
Walking.
foot, right?
Walking.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna have to walk until we get this horse.
So, walking takes you probably almost an hour, and as you get close, you kind of lose sight of them, and then Balrek, you hear, "Hey, hey," and you hear just from off to the side.
I rush up with my oats.
And he's just kind of making a bunch of horsemen. He's like, "Holy crap! I thought you all got eaten. I'm sorry I ran, but holy crap, those were big."
I'm petting him. It's okay. It's okay.
He looks a little bit like you can see where there's still like some like twigs and stuff like that where he just like barreled through the woods. Like there's some cuts on like the lead and stuff like that where it probably got snagged once or twice.
My son.
Did you see any of the wolves?
I can't understand him.
And he just kind of like as you come out of the woods, he'll just kind of like look back up the road.
Horses can't look up.
He'll look sideways towards the hill, just like dogs.
Dogs can look up.
Yes, they can.
Right here at the
Let's
Winchester.
go down to the Winchester and have a pint.
Oh no.
Okay,
I love that.
so you start going down the road. Anything particular while you're making your way down the road?
I'm keeping an eye out for other Furbolg, and when we are like really close to the festival, I'm gonna cast Disguise Self
Okay.
as a summer ladrin named Greg. And it only lasts for an hour, so I'm waiting until we're like
Okay.
close.
So after about an hour of traveling after you pick up Oakley, you hear a couple howls. It's kind of low, and it's see them? I see them. Stay close. And then you'll see just kind of occasionally you'll just see like just a little bit of a wolf. Almost, it feels almost intentional, just like you'll catch like a tail or just like a bit of a snout and alternating between,
All of us can see this, or only?
I would say probably all of you.
How far away are we from the festival?
Good portion of a day.
Veridar.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is he a horse?
No, I'm assuming you're all just walking. So he's
Okay.
probably walking with you.
He can turn into something that rat
Yeah.
big enough for me to ride.
Yeah, I guess.
We should probably try to hustle a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear it too. Sounds like they're actually taunting us.
Can you turn into a bigger wolf?
I could turn into one as big as the big one, but that's about all I got. I mean, again, do the rhino thing.
Do you think they would respect you if you were a wolf and told them to fuck off?
I could try.
They seemed pretty pissed.
You hear? Melty one. When you hang behind, we'll let your friends go. And you'll see when some of the howls go on, Veridar will just pointedly look up at Balrek and just he looks up towards there and you probably can't even totally Balrek probably can't see him, but he just like shakes his head in that direction like please no.
What?
They're taunting Balrek.
Oh.
Don't be a coward, big boy.
The Devourer wants to see me. If you know what's good for you, you'll leave.
Ooh.
Give me an intimidation roll.
Oh, an advantage.
I don't know about advantage, but I would definitely let it go there. Ooh.
Yeah, Balrek.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, okay. You will hear no more from the wolves.
Ew.
That could go either way.
That can mean a lot of things. Not any good.
Nope.
A few hours go on. Nothing else seemed to be it. You come down the path and you turn a bend and it drops again, and you can see a lake just sprawl out in front of you, and there's not much lake this way. It's mostly heading out towards the east, but it's a huge lake. There's a bunch of tents set up. There's like 100 furbolgs down here. You also see 2 large clusters of minotaurs at different spots. Just kind of, some of them are pushing each other around. There's just raucous laughter. There's drinking. People just seem to be having a grand old time.
Oh, man.
Right, well, I'm Greg. Hi, everybody. It's Greg.
What color is the water of the lake?
Beautiful blue.
Is it like Rosetta?
Like the lake back home?
Yeah.
Very much. Similar in color.
So we're close-ish.
To where the bees are.
Alright, I think we're close to the bees here. That's definitely Lake Rosetta. And they'd be that way. Get it?
I'm swooping
I said
down
bee.
low enough that we can all talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody appreciated that.
Fell on deaf ears, sorry.
It's okay.
So you see just groups of people all just having a grand old time. You can bypass them or stop, or it's getting closer. It's getting towards evening time now.
We could pass them and camp somewhere where wolves could get us, or we could camp here.
You could probably,
there's
you think you
safety
could
in
probably get maybe to where the bees are by nightfall.
Veridar, when is the passage open?
Probably, well, I mean, if it's the one that you all went through, I mean, theoretically, could be open now. I mean, they went through just on a regular day, but tomorrow, things will be in alignment, and I've been trying to divine a location of a way to go through, other than about 2.5 miles into the lake. There's nothing that I can sense that close, but given where the bees are, it's probably too far away for me to sense it from here.
In terms of the... What's the word? Coterminous. What will that potentially mean for Balreks' friend that we're meeting?
I'd be lying if I said I knew.
Okay.
It typically just means that the planes are closer to Eberron. Theoretically, it means that he'll be able to exert a little bit more control over our plane than he would normally be able to.
More control over him.
He probably can push him a bit easier.
Alright, so what's the goal here? Are we looking for the portal or are we looking for this motherfucker?
I am a strong advocate for getting out of here and finding someone else who knows the gods and their power to help rid you of this.
I don't think what we want matters. I think it's what Balrek wants to do.
Yeah.
We're already here. That was the whole point of us being here.
Alright.
Where is he in relation to the bees?
He's just buzzing around.
You would guess probably another 5 days travel.
Oof.
Yeah.
Seriously?
It's far.
Faradar.
Far enough.
Wherever you are, Dar.
I've had enough of this, Dar.
And I'm assuming you're still moving as you're having this discussion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, Balrek. What do you think?
If we are going further, perhaps we can go to the festival to find better means of transportation, enough horses for everyone, and some supplies.
Probably be good to get some rest there too. Let's stay the night at the festival.
Okay.
So you start getting closer, and the first group that you get close to is a group of Minotaur. You're still fairly low, or are you all off?
After we had the conversation, I would have raised up a bit more.
Okay.
15, 20 feet.
Quick point of order. I did not convey how far away he is.
Yeah. Okay. You get towards where there's a large grouping of people, and as you get close, people are just like, welcome! Come, enjoy the festivities. The bounty of Ara be upon you. And it's a large, long, kind of brown-haired Minotaur, and just kind of very simple, leather, not a whole lot, big old crooked staff.
We're just gonna.
Blessing upon you.
And
Thank you.
You as well?
Bounty of Ara to you, and Aster will.
Are you still up?
I guess I would have to join the ground,
Okay.
just because we're at the festival. I'm gonna wrap up and put away the carpet so it's not obvious again. Wrap it up in my
Okay.
stuff.
When he sees you, he says, I don't think I've met you before. And his eyes just kind of track to your horns and your arm. And I did not realize we had such an illustrious guest. And he just kind of dips his head to you. Enjoy, my friend.
Sure, that bodes well.
Thank you.
Do you come from the Eastern tribe? And he kind of, your coloration, it's not like normal amongst the Western.
I come from a different plane.
Come. Join my friends and drink.
Oh, I don't really do that
Oh.
much.
That's understandable. Being ready to fight and keep your mind clear, and I respect that very much.
Sure.
Come on. I will introduce you to the herd. And he's
Probably just getting dragged away a little like, oh god.
bring your friends. Yes, come, all of you. And he just you get kind of like a look like, I don't know what you are, but you're fine to come too.
I'm gonna dip off
Okay.
and start looking around for what I think might be the section that is devoted to Shargorn.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Give me an investigation roll.
At advantage because I know like symbols and stuff.
I take advantage because it'll probably be fairly clear.
Okay. As I roll 2 1s. Skirt. Oh, it's a 17.
Okay.
Oh, I wanted that to be 2 1s so badly.
Yeah, me too, a little bit.
Gee, thanks.
It would have just
What
been
a team.
funny.
Okay.
We love you in other ways.
You head off and you start making your way towards an area where it looks to be some like fake trees have actually been erected. Stuff that blocks up off, and it creates like this outer wall, and you see like a line of mostly minotaurs, a couple furbolgs. You see 2 elves, all just kind of appear to be standing in a line and just kind of waiting. And one will go in as you're getting over there. A couple minutes pass, and you'll hear probably some yelling and like ah! And shortly after that, a large, burly, kind of almost stone-looking humanoid will be dragging a minotaur out who looks to be a bit beat up, and just kind of like sets him off on the side, and he walks around to the front. Next. And the elf just kind of looks, he's like, I got this, and heads in, and like 15 seconds later you hear screaming, and the figure goes in and drags out the elf, and not dead, but in some rough shape.
I'm gonna tap the person in front of me. Sorry, what's this line for exactly?
To gain the blessing. Shargon.
Oh, blessing from who?
Shargon.
No, but like, is there like a elder that's giving the blessing, or you just hang out?
No, within is a... The word is,
Altar?
child, or... there's not so much a name for it. It is... Within is a creature that is of him, and to defeat it would be to gain the blessing.
What if you already have the blessing? Just hypothetically.
Well, if you had the blessing of Shargon, I assume you would seek the blessing of Ara and Bena, and you would be the champion of the festival of the three.
All right.
But none have received the blessing of Shargon. And
Are the other two easy to get?
there have been hunters and there have been life givers some who have gotten both, but none have had all 3, 4, and 20 years. 20 and 400 years.
420,
420.
eh? Fuck yeah! Kaz asked her no.
Are you going to try your hand at it?
Oh, no, I'm better with guns.
You just kind of gun. I do not know what you mean.
Boomstick. It hurts a lot.
And he just kind of pulls out and just kind of like casts like a firebolt, like a wand.
No. I'll pull out the gun.
A wand with attitude.
That is.
An angry wand.
Does it shoot fire?
Bullets. Picture really sharp metal shards.
You must be a powerful spellcaster to be able to throw metal.
Yup.
That's hilarious. Anyway, thank
Yes,
you
good.
for your information. Is there any one of like a religious sect of Shargon around, or it's just this?
Shargon only picks his chosen, and they are, but none have been chosen. We wait and we hope.
What happens if somebody's champion? Like, what do they do exactly? They just hang out?
And you just like chill with a sash on. This is Champion 2020, 2021.
Miss America.
It is said that those who receive the blessing of all three are given an audience, but honestly, I'm just here to try my hand.
Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you.
Thank you again. I'm gonna go check things out.
Make sure you try some of the mead.
Absolutely.
This is where the honey's from.
Oh!
I'll go find where I left them.
Okay. So you're brought over to
I don't want it.
a group, and he actually pulls off like a cloak, and he's like, that's to not stir up. I think it would be best if you covered your arm for now. You'll get them too excited to begin with. Introduce you first.
Okay.
He looks at you, he's like, we have not seen one who has received the blessing in generations. You must tell us how you did it. And he's like, come. Everybody will be excited to meet you. Who,
Cloak on.
your name, I'm sorry, to make sure I introduce you.
Balrek. Thornhide.
You do not use the name of your father in your title? I am Razdan, son of Uruk.
No.
Very well. Thornhide. Did you take the name after the blessing?
Yeah, that would be a bit silly if it was before.
Many try to take boisterous names and are shown for what they truly are. Your friends. Please introduce me so I can introduce them.
They are capable of introducing themselves.
Greg Hydrangea.
Pleasure, Greg.
Sorry. Grog Amaryllis.
Grog. You are unique.
Thanks. Maul.
Like what bears do.
Yep.
You must. This is a name of a mighty fighter. Are you a mighty fighter, Mole?
I try.
That's good. Probably about that time you'd be starting to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
Is this one with you as well?
Yeah.
And your name?
Hi, Asterdair. It's nice to meet you.
Wait here. I shall he'll introduce you, and he brings you up to a large tent.
I should have said my real name.
Balrek,
Just go with
I
it.
talked to some people. Apparently you can go around the festival and get a blessing from Shargon, which you already have,
Thank you, Gronk.
Arway, and Bellinor. And if you get all 3 blessings, you get an audience with them. So maybe if you just do that, you can talk and ask them to stop with the stuff.
How do you get them?
You hear from inside of the tent, and I present a mighty party. We have Greg, Grog, Aster, one who seems a mighty warrior Maul, and a special. We have amongst us one touched by the Great One himself, one touched by Shargon. I present to you Balrek Thornhide. And just like there's just kind of a gesture, and like wind kind of goes, and the tent just kind of opens up, and you just hear like a gasp and just cheering and like slamming of hands on legs. Balrek, Balrek. Come, show them the blessing.
Glad we stopped at the festival.
Boy.
Well, whatever happens
Come
next,
in,
I'm
come.
interested.
And he just kind of like gesturing all of you to come into this tent.
I hate this.
I go in, fuck it.
I'm in it. I like attention.
Okay. So inside is 30
This Balrek.
Minotaurs
Just
all
It's
standing
Nick.
around. There's a fire in the middle. You can see that there's often on one side there's a spot where a couple Minotaur have been sparring with each other. Both are kind of bruised and a little bit bloody. Tables full of meat and mead, like two big cases of mead, drinking and revelry, but everything has just stopped and is watching. Like people have their mugs and everybody's just chanting, waiting as you all come through. So the 4 of you come in. Are you following after them?
I'm not with them.
Oh, you're not with them?
Mm-mm.
You're
I'm
gonna
with
stay out?
Balrek. Yep.
Okay.
We can totally
And he
book it
just
if
he,
you
he
want.
kind of looks at you. He's
I
like,
think we can.
come. You're
Do you want me
keeping
to,
them in great suspense.
You want me to hold your cloak?
Yeah.
Pull his cloak off and hold it in my arms.
Let's sheepishly walk in.
Okay. And just it erupts with
arms.
cheers. Champion! And all of them just kind of drop to one knee and just for a second and just all hail the champion Balrek.
Wait, you're already the What?
He bears the mark. And just like there's
Go
like
with
hushed
it.
tones. He bears the mark of Shargon. They don't joke, and just like they just start swarming you, and they're just
Oh jeez. Okay.
how
Stay
yeah,
back.
I'm,
Stay
I'm
back.
like
How
immediately.
swarmy are we talking?
like they're just like like there's like 20 Minotaurs just moving in like a half circle
Mosh
around.
pit. Mosh pit.
Oh, man,
I'm
yeah.
going to make sparks appear and stay back from the champion, for he is weary from his travels.
Oh yes, yeah. And one just like, here, drink my mead. And one's like, here, a leg of beef for you.
I will hold that. He must rest.
Come, no, we must hear of this. None have borne the mark in generations.
420 years.
What was it? Was
A
it?
little bit of pressure.
What was it? Was it a giant wolf or a three-headed bear?
My lord, might I tell your story?
You're a storyteller?
I am.
Were you there?
I saw everything. Every awful detail.
Tell us,
I'm
come!
still scarred. It was an-
Only if our Lord deems it so.
Absolutely. I bow to him. Champion.
These are your servants then.
Well, I cannot speak for the others, but I am certainly.
I'm but a humble follower.
And it goes silent as they all just kind of wait expectantly.
Tell it.
We were in this clearing. Dusk was upon us. We ached with hunger, for we had wandered for days lost.
I'm in the back with interpretive dancing.
Yes. I'm using prestidigitation to like sparks and smells and sounds. We hear this growl behind us.
I told you it was a bear. No, it was a wolf.
Oh, it was but a bear. The largest bear I had ever seen could swallow me whole in one bite. And yet, brave Balrek, champion, turns to protect his friends. Courageous and strong as he stands against this
Protecting
bear.
the one's herd.
But this
Yes.
was no ordinary bear. It was set with a plague. Its skin was rotten. It smelled of sepulchreous flesh. It came towards us, teeth bared, black ichor falling out of it.
I told
And
you
he
it would be
raised
terrible.
his weapon, and he smited once upon the head.
Was it an axe? No, it was a
it-
maul.
It was a club, born from a branch, which part of which he carries now. Remembrance of his great deeds. I'm really
He bears the blue wood.
This is how you sell it, man. This is how you sell it.
I will cast thaumaturgy to make all of the flames dim, except for one closest to Gideon.
Okay.
Spotlight.
We thought the bear smote upon the ground, but it rose, its head cracking to the side. We heard its bones stitch back together. It would not die. It snapped at me. I barely got away with my life. I hit my head upon a rock on the ground. Blood is now driving this bear to an intense rage. It wanted to eat us. And so he rose up, prayed to the gods, give me the power. And they said, the power is in you. You are the champion. And so he smote it again upon the head. It grabbed him up in his midriff. He's fighting with it. He's stabbing at the eye. Its eye burst, black ichor again upon us. He fought for what felt like days.
There's at this point there's like a drumming beat to your cadence, and they are into it.
I would probably like go on with this for another like 10 minutes, really selling the battle and all of its awful details of how he's wounded terribly, he's bleeding to death, and yet he still found the strength to save me and his life. And when he was on the ground, gasping, Shargon appeared
You saw Shargon.
in the form of a black smoke wolf. It inhaled deeply, great Shargon, and then breathed across Balrek the champion, bestowing him with the mark and the gifts.
For it was not only Balreks' great strength in battle, but also the compassion to save his friend, which gave him the blessing.
They're just yes. And then like, will you fight me, champion? I wish to test my strength against one so great as yours.
You have to try and earn the mark on your own. You cannot take it from the champion. If you earn the mark, you can then battle him.
And you see like a bunch of murmuring and a full half just start making their way out of the tent. I will return.
I'm just gonna nod at them.
And the Minotaur that brought you in. Mighty story. You must be tired and hungry from your journey.
Yes, we are famished.
Feel free to bask in the bounty of our feast. We have slain boars and deer.
I'm here for a reason.
Yes. What is it that you need?
The other two boons.
Very well. Come. I will show you the way. And he brings you out.
We follow.
You're all gonna follow? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, always.
How much attention is he paying? Is he just leading?
He's just leading.
Okay, I'm just gonna turn around and be like,
Go with it! Go with it!
and then immediately jerk back. Just
Stories
Stop.
be quicker next time.
As you're
It's
walking
about
through,
selling it.
that figure that you you saw in the woods this morning, you catch a glimpse, and as you turn towards it's not there. And a couple of the times through the crowd, you just see this like 9.5 foot tall, just barrel-chested figure. The hood's up. You can see what looks to me maybe some antlers kind of coming through the top of the hood, but the face is mostly shrouded in darkness. But you can see the wolfish grin and the short cropped beard, and just smiling at you kind of in through the gloom, catching your eye every so often. And they bring you over to depression, where there's within are a bunch of figures, and down below there are several figures that look like they have had the crap beat out of them. There are 2 men and a woman sitting down, slumped down, wounds. One of the men looks to be hurt more than the others, and a figure walks up. Good evening.
I'm gonna turn to the Minotaur. Just leave us.
Very well. Feel free to return to our tent at any time. It was a pleasure to have you, and an honor. He looks towards the elven woman that's standing before you. I present to you Balrek, champion of Shargon. And she just kind of, eyes go wide a little bit, and he just steps back. It is a pleasure, champion.
Hi.
More soft-spoken than I expected. A humble champion, I take it.
Sure, let's go with that one. What do I need to do? Also, it looks like you have people that need aid. Can I assist?
Well, the first gate is open to you. Come. And she walks over towards the pit, and she points down.
Is there anything else in the pit, or is it just...
No, just these figures. In this pit are 3. And she points toward the woman. A champion of her tribe. Wounded. And captured. Points to the less injured man. A regular hunter. Harmed and wounded in protecting his village. This one, a filthy thief who deserves nothing. Heal who you will, but only one.
And the one she referred to as the thief is the most injured, right?
Yeah.
Mass healing word.
Oh, God. Walk over to the champion. How did you get injured?
Wait, the one that's the most injured?
No, the champion of her tribe.
Oh, okay. In battle, fighting those encroaching upon our land. I was wounded and captured and brought here. Please hear me.
Same question to the hunter.
I was careless and did not see that there was a wolf that was plaguing our village and the livestock, and it caught me off guard, and he kind of pointed to his leg and caught me and attempted to drag me off into the woods. I was found near death. I was brought here as a sacrifice.
And the thief.
I don't know. It just I was minding my own business and I just.
How did you get injured?
I was caught stealing, and my village stoned me and cast me out.
Why were you stealing?
I hold no great skills. I am a simple man, but I do not farm well, and I am not much of a fighter. My people are a stern and fastidious type, and I could offer nothing to them.
Insight.
He's being truthful. But no, don't. I deserve nothing. And he just kind of like pushes himself away from you.
The other two have wounds they can recover from. You were dealt a bad hand. You don't have to go down that path.
But what would I do?
Have you heard of Eberron?
Is it a far land from here?
It's pretty far.
Could you? I have not. Could you show me the way? I will go there if that is what it takes. I will run and I will bother none again.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and cast a second level healing word on him.
Okay.
Mistake. Let's see. Let's see if I make the
This
right
is like the
choice.
Dark Brotherhood quest for Skyrim. Which one do you kill? Trick question, all three.
That'd be 10 points of healing.
And he wounds there's a large gash on the side of his head. He just kind of heals up. His eye unswells. Why me?
Everyone deserves a second chance.
Thank you.
No more stealing.
I will not. You have my word.
Pinky swear.
Just. And as you grasp around it, a wreath of flowers just kind of appears on your arm, and just kind of beautiful wildflowers kind of wrap up in a band from starting here, and they kind of wrap up and then wrap at the elbow.
Well, that's new.
Did you do that?
The elf comes forward. You show compassion and care for life. Come.
Is the thief actually still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where is this Eberron that you speak of?
Just come along with us. What's your name?
I am Delanis.
Delanis?
Marset.
We'll get you there.
Whatever you wish. Anything. And he'll make his way out. Who are these? Are these more people that you have saved?
No, they've kind of saved me.
It was a mutual saving.
He's so
After they, nice
humble.
to meet
I
you.
owe him a life debt.
And just keep past all of you. If you are friends to him, then you're friends to me, and anything that I can do to assist you, I will.
Truly a kindness, and we thank you for it.
Yes, I am a sad thief who hopefully will have a second chance.
Maybe don't introduce yourself as a thief.
Yeah.
Just introduce yourself by your name.
Very well.
What was his name?
Delanus.
Of course. How did I forget it?
Where to now, champion?
It's a little ironic.
There's a third boon?
Yeah, which one was this? Our way?
Far away.
Northern
So
Highway.
what's the last one?
Bellinor.
Eleanor.
Seek Velenor's boon?
And she points down that way.
Could you give me some insight on what I can expect?
You must prove your skill as a hunter.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
And that way.
All right.
Along the way, are there any like fancy fried foods and other stuff there?
There's all sorts of food. There are these kegs of mead like everywhere.
I'm gonna buy a big old tankard of mead for me and Nadia.
They just hand you a tankard.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I definitely get some though.
Yeah.
You know how it goes. And then a bunch of treats and food.
Okay.
And I'm sure we would be like,
Oh yeah. I'm
Like meats or like just anything, because there's meat.
she likes everything. I like lighter, fruitier fare.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like I'm being that one woman with the breadsticks in the purse.
Nadia's just got all the food. She's got like a breadstick on top of a pastry, like wrapped around like a ham bone.
But I've got a bag of holding, so
You're just shoving food into your bag of holding.
Oh God.
So you all go about
Stop that woman, she stole my baby.
drinking. You start getting, as you start making your way through, there starts to be murmurs as you're making through. People pointing at Balrek and whispering, and he's got the mark. He bears 2. Could he be the first?
Who's your champion?
And they're all just kind of like totally aghast as things are going on.
You should bow.
As you get towards the middle, you see this line where you can see all of the minotaurs that lined up are still in this line towards this kind of enclosed area, which looks to be like made of like wooden trees along the outside, blocking it.
That's the one to Shargon where people are getting the shit beat out of them.
There's like 15 people just kind of like laying beside it, just like various stages of wounded.
Case in point.
It's a fight.
He already has it. He doesn't need to go there.
I don't think.
We're all thinking about getting in line.
What do I know about Bellinor and what they stand for?
They are the god of the hunt.
So are we talking like survival, like tracking, or just everything in...
Probably like tracking and then catching prey.
Okay, alright.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
I'm very wise, it's fine.
moving through, munching on food, drinking booze. You get pointed out a couple times as you go past. Like, she's a mighty wizard. She can throw metal. Like swords? No, small pieces. Some sort of magic. Was it a gun?
do I hear any of this?
Yeah.
Boomstick.
Metal of all varieties, my dear. And I just leave.
What does that
And
mean?
they're all just like, so you get out to where it clears out a bit. There's just a kind of an open field, some brush, and just kind of this bored-looking winter ladron, just kind of.
Oh, hi.
Do you two know each other?
Good evening.
Good evening.
I take it you're here to. Okay. gets up and he walks over and lifts up a cloth under a table, and he pulls out a cage about yay big, and there is a small dog-sized rabbit inside.
So a rabbit.
A
A
rabbit?
corgi rabbit?
Oh,
What?
Rabbit.
I would guess more like a, not like a toyish dog, but like, I guess maybe a medium-sized dog then.
My dog
So
is
like a pit bull
smaller than a
rabbit?
rabbit.
Yeah, like a pit bull rabbit.
Okay.
Damn, that's a big rabbit.
That's a
That
big
rabbit's
rabbit.
gonna go around biting kids.
God.
wow. Wow.
I love pit bulls. Actually, they're wonderful.
So,
I've had
Damage
several.
control.
Several.
Oh my god.
Fail. Fail.
You're just digging the hole deeper.
well, you ready?
What are the rules?
Catch the rabbit.
Just catch?
Bring back the rabbit.
Oh,
It's that simple.
How long does he have? Shush.
sorry.
Well, just kind of there's a bit of an archway that he walked in front of. When you choose to quit, you catch the rabbit or starve. Are you all together?
Can we do it
Is
as a
that
team?
not against the rules?
Do I
I
have to
don't-
catch it to get the boon?
I don't think
Yes.
we need to be a team.
Oh, we could just.
What if someone on my team catches it?
You might need help. Don't worry. And he just it's kind of a feisty rabbit.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
you
like
son of a bitch.
I'm gonna lean over towards the Elijah between friends, and I'm gonna rub like a little color on my lip and cast friends. Are there any tips you can give us?
Don't underestimate it. Be wary. Last group that went in, only one came back out.
Oh my god, it's the rabbit from Monty
Nope.
Python.
A little bigger. Just to clarify, we can go in as a team, and he can get the boon.
If he is the champion of your group.
Okay.
If he dies, though, none of you can come back.
Like
Uh-huh.
here? Specifically here?
When you walk through the arch, you choose a champion for your group. If they die, the rest of you stay with them.
Are we going somewhere else when we go through the arch, or are we
That's what it
just?
sounds like.
Well, shit.
I mean,
Oh, good, another trip.
oh boy.
I have.
Then we
faith.
keep him alive.
Exactly. Exactly.
Would you like some time to think?
Nadia, I really want to bet this guy.
You want to bet him?
Yeah.
Do it.
No, that's not nice.
Okay.
We're talking gambling?
Yes?
I'm always down for a wager. What are we talking here? He's like, pulls out
What do you have?
a small dagger. Gorgeous, it looks to be like a black glass blade. Kind of a bit of a curve to it. I have this.
I'll pull out the cobbled revolver.
What does that do?
Really?
What?
Do you want an example?
Cover your ears.
I'm gonna pick up. I don't know a candle of mine and throw it into the air.
Kerpow!
And there's just this deafening boom of the gun going off, and the revelry just stops for a second.
no.
And just kind of, everybody just kind of looks up in their... You gotta bet.
Alright.
So, you come back. All of you come back. It's yours.
Perfect.
but you have to leave that here because if you don't come back, I really can't get it.
All right. I'm not gonna give him any bullets.
Okay.
It's not. 16.
He seems honest.
Never mind then.
Hey, where's Veridar been this whole time?
He kind of
Sulking.
He dipped out.
Yeah, he seems to have didn't follow up leaving the Minotaurs.
Oh, we should probably tell Delanis to stay here. Delanis, make sure he doesn't steal my gun.
The Eladrin looks at you.
It was a joke. It's fine.
And
She has a strange sense
his
of humor.
hand, do not impugn my integrity again.
Sir, she
Oh.
will.
We will suffer.
Ooh.
Fucking
See,
try it.
it looks like there's a cultural communication issue
It's fine.
here.
Is there a table nearby? I'll just slide the revolver on the table. Sans bullets. Let's go.
I would love to fight you someday.
That will not end well for you, my friend. Let's go!
So you all are going?
Yep.
We're
See you on
going.
the other side.
Okay. And he walks over and he lifts up the cage and the rabbit.
Throw my harpoon. I'm fucking waiting.
You're gonna just try to throw it immediately?
He said there are rules we have to go through the arch first. Did he
I
say
don't remember him
that?
saying that. He said, "Catch the rabbit, and bring it back."
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Give me a roll.
Ooh, that's good.
He just fillets it. Got it.
Watch it be a natural 20.
No, it's a 14.
That's not gonna be enough.
Oh, shit.
It just, you throw it and just like behind its tail and it just jumps through the arch and just gone.
Rush in.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Follow.
Onward.
Pulling
Barrel
the harpoon
through.
as I go.
Okay. You pass through this arch and there is just this
Good times.
gorgeous shrubbery, flowers just kind of all over it. And you see the rabbit starting hopping out through. It looks like it got a little bit of distance on you. Behind you is this stone archway, glyphs kind of all written along the runes, and you can see out through the other side. You can see the Eladrin just kind of sits back down in the chair, looks at the gun, and then has a seat and just kind of goes back to looking bored, picks up a big mug of mead and just takes a big old swig.
Is the rabbit 60 feet away from me?
Balrek, just convince the rabbit to come back.
Let me get there.
Okay.
40 feet.
Does it look like you're gonna talk to him?
I start sprinting after it.
Okay, I won't do
Wait.
anything.
Wait!
No?
I promise not to hurt you.
I don't believe you.
I will throw all my weapons to the side right now.
It's gonna attempt to jump into a bush and try to hide. And just kind of goes quiet.
I have no intent to harm you. I want to bring you back alive. I cannot make the same promise for the rest of my group.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Come on, Balrek.
Not what I was expecting.
It never is it?
Not good.
Do you have any inspiration or anything?
No, I used it.
Yeah, one doesn't matter.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Just you by yourself.
John, I have a 20 wisdom.
You mean insight roll?
Passive 17.
Okay, the rabbit's got something planned for you.
I can tell you have something planned.
I can tell you're lying.
Most likely, I would step in and you would attack me, probably jumping towards my neck to get a quick kill, I wager.
I was planning on kicking you.
Oh,
To death.
could you
What is
just kick my shield a couple times and then we can just go back?
Your friend threw a harpoon at me.
I apologize for him.
Maybe.
His name is Maul. His name is a weapon.
You're not a very good hunter.
I mean, the thing I'm hunting is nearby.
Peeks its head out a little bit. Gets enough out that it is now visible.
Okay.
And it just kind
No
of looks,
aggressive stance at all.
looks up towards you.
Don't.
What are you doing, Maul?
I'm literally just like now because it's just Balrek trying to talk to something again, so I'm just kind of like.
It's been a while since you've gotten to kill something.
Elbow Maul. You didn't have to bully the elf back there.
Why not?
Just be nice. It's fine.
It's no fun.
Oh my god.
You really won't hurt me?
Yeah.
Ooh, Balrek. You should tell him that we'll actually bring him back and set him free, so he doesn't have to be trapped by them.
It's promising a bit much.
I don't know that we can guarantee that.
I mean, if he's the champion, you
True.
could probably do anything you
You
want.
can guarantee these strawberries.
We have some strawberries.
Wait.
Throw one.
No, you do
I'll
this.
grab one and throw it on the ground in front of him.
If this is poison, I'm gonna run away and hide before I die.
If it's poison, I have a spell that can get rid of it.
Jumps on it.
It's poison.
Was it poison?
It was mega cyanide.
Instant death.
Slowly moves its way back out. Okay. And just kind of moves over towards you.
You're not gonna try anything either?
No.
I can't guarantee anything. I might be able to set you free as well.
Okay.
I'll try.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Insight.
Okay.
That's a 24.
It's very nervous, but it looks like it's gonna stay.
Straight for the jugular.
You should ask to pick him up, because then you've caught
Okay.
him.
I'm gonna sheathe my weapon and my shield. Is it okay if I come pick you up? I think I have to for this to be official.
Okay.
Alright?
Ask him his name.
What's your name?
Buttercup.
Yolannis.
Was it?
Yolannis.
Okay, put the staff and shield away. Yolannis, I'm Balrek.
It's nice to meet you, Balrek.
Nice to meet you too. I wish it were under less weird circumstances, but
And me too.
I'm gonna slowly approach, slowly bring my arms down, and
Okay.
kind of cup so he can just jump in.
He just kind of like climbs up onto your arms, like he's filling your
It's a
arms.
That's okay.
He will not fit in that
Pitbull
cup.
sized.
Okay.
Alright, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna go back now.
And
Okay.
then Maul kills him.
Start walking back.
Okay.
Just like.
You all start to walk back through the arch. And you step through the arch. And in your arms is probably early 20s elf.
Sexy elf?
No.
Oh.
Just like a regular person. And the Aladdin's just, well, that was quick. And he's alive.
Yeah. You just said bring him back. I'll set him down.
I will take my gun back.
Here.
Ooh.
You, in.
Dexterity save.
I don't...
In my boot.
In.
Is there anything else they can do to prove they're a good hunter?
What do you mean? You caught him, and now he goes back in the cage.
How come he has to go back in the cage?
Because now he's a person.
That's even less of a reason for him to go back in the cage.
And people don't like hunting people, they like rabbits.
So why
Get
do you
a
guys
real
just have
rabbit.
a rabbit?
What?
He's smarter.
Ugh.
Wow. This place sucks.
Ugh. Oh no, no.
Has
I was
anything
thinking the
happened
same
to me?
thing.
I'm
gonna inspire
You,
you.
Thank you.
No.
So
Make him
You're
red.
like a terrible person.
I don't know what I was rolling for.
so that's one of these. Okay, I'm
We
gonna
captured him fair and square.
talk. If you continue to treat people like this, you know that kind of karma's gonna come back on you, right? Unsettling words.
Okay.
Which is that is -4 to his next wisdom save, and then a charm person,
Hey, I did my time as a rabbit.
wisdom 15.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, minus
That
minus
doesn't make
4.
Minus
it any
4.
better.
So he has to make a wisdom 19 technically.
Yeah, not even close.
Okay,
Not with all the modifiers in the world.
so he is now a friend. Just let him go. You know what that's like.
Valid point.
If I let him go, I'm probably gonna end up back in that cage.
Come with us.
Or you brainstorm a different idea for them to do this.
Catch a rabbit.
You know how hard it is to catch rabbits around here?
That
There
would
you
make it a
go.
good challenge.
Exactly.
Catch a rabbit for this specifically. But that's the test.
Yeah, here you go. Challenge somebody to go catch a rabbit. When they bring it back, now you have your new rabbit.
Yeah, it's hard to get rabbits here. Let this kid go.
Fine. Go.
Okay.
Run.
Also, where's his boon?
I don't give out the boons. It's given by the gods.
Alright, but where is it? He's got the thorns
Does
and the
it
flowers.
Normally manifest as something.
Does anyone be in this while you were here?
I've never seen somebody bring the rabbit out alive, but a couple. And then the behind you, the arch just crumbles. And just kind of
Oops.
and just kind of as you're saying that where the flowers are, the fur on your arm just in the shape of kind of vaguely an arrow just goes stark white.
There we go.
That
Is that it?
is
I think that
Cool.
qualifies.
as shit.
Wow.
And then just rippling down all of the fires, they just kind of flicker and just kind of go from the normal red to fade to just a pale yellowish orange glow, almost matching the color of the moon, and just kind of
I'm smacking.
slowly makes its entire way down, and you see just kind of everybody's head just begin to turn, and people just start to just instinctively just kind of step out of the way, and a path through the people just forms, and right out at the edge of the water, just almost as it's rising up, a boat just lifts out of the water and just rests along the side of the beach.
Pretty sure that's the audience they were talking about.
Yep.
I think it might be time.
We should go.
Let's go
right?
get that shit removed.
You okay, Balrek?
We'll find out.
We're with you. Till the end of the line.
Okay.
Start walking.
You go through the crowd. Yes. And you get towards where it begins to curve, and just out of the crowd steps Veridar. You made it. I'm glad you're... I guess this is the next step.
Yeah, I guess so. Where have you been?
I was speaking with the Minotaur. I had some questions. I needed to get some idea of why. And I don't think this could have been avoided, Balrek.
What does that mean? Which part?
I think you were supposed to be here. I think... And he just kind of looks back towards the tents. I think those are your mother's people.
What?
They have been waiting.
Hold on. What?
And he says, he looks at you and I can give you a glimpse of maybe something before you go on. And he just kind of reaches down and picks up some dust and just kind of blows it through one of the flames. And you just kind of, the dust kind of swirls around you and the flames lick up, and you see mountains, and you see this large compound, and you see trees just felled all over the place. You can hear animals running, skittering around, and you see two goblins kind of making their way towards the woods as a deer and a rabbit are just kind of jumping towards the woods, and they raise their bows, and both the deer and the rabbit drop, and they keep moving forward. And as they get closer, these yellowish flames, like you've seen here, or yellowish-orange flames, begin to flick up around the bodies. And they walk just a bit closer, and as they get close to the bodies, flames just kind of flick up from the bodies of the two creatures and just cover them, just engulfing them instantly. And you see other goblins start running forward in panic, and out of the woods you see this just, and you can all, this is something that you can all see here, the vision just kind of swirls around you like this panorama. You see this huge brown-skinned minotaur just kind of almost step out of the woods, and it seems like out of nowhere, and just surveys and just sees the utter destruction, and she just moves forward, waylaying with axe and fire raining down from the sky, slaughtering goblins, and she just kind of stands there as they drop, and she looks and just kind of surveys, and a figure in the distance kind of steps out, and she turns and just can't quite turn in time, and you just see a gout of lightning catch her, and she just stumbles and falls back, rolling down a hill, covered in mud and burnt fur, and just mud just kind of sloughs down over her, and she just lays there, breathing slowly and slower. You see time pass. It comes towards evening, and you hear a voice you recognize, and animals come. You see animals, and you can hear somebody speaking in Sylvan, and a squirrel comes over and just kind of nuzzles, and large, gentle hands that you remember from childhood reach down and brush the mud off of this female minotaur. You see magical healing energy kind of course through her. He picks her up and begins to carry her through the woods. Time passes quickly. In a cave, all too familiar, you see the female minotaur's eyes just kind of open. The vision moves to her vision, and you see a face that you know, and your father stands over her. You're alive. And she just looks up at him. And that's what we'll pick up next week.
Your mom sounds cool as fuck. Fireballs raining down from the sky.
Oh man.
Hey, Sav, great session.
Nice. And that's where the vision ends. The vision kind of cuts out there.
Fuck!
Very eloquently put.
Oh my fucking god. Alright.
Thank you, everybody, for
All right.
watching. Nick's going to have a mental breakdown over here as we wrap up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go have a good cry sleep real quick.
There you go.
If you enjoyed this episode, totally feel free to share with your friends. Otherwise, be good. Enjoy your week. We'll see you next Monday.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.